We like the weather, but as a Friday, we need to put ourselves in a certain mood for the weekend. You understand? So, allow us to treat you to something beautiful, something nice right here on the show. My name is Nana Tufo Boateng.
And my name is Chris Carter.
And I am Philip Nihilate. So if you just joined us, this is Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. No dull moment on Friday. We take it nice and slow on Friday. So we will bring you nothing but the best here from now to 11 a.m.
Absolutely.
And remember that the show is very interactive, and that means you're part of this community. So feel free to send in all your questions, your comments, your thoughts via the WhatsApp number on the screen, and do not forget to use the hashtag Breakfast Daily if you want to contribute, say on Facebook or X. And if you're watching us right now on YouTube Live, you have the comment section right there. Just use it, send those questions and send those heartfelt messages to your loved ones. We'll get to read it on the show.
Alrighty, that said, we'd like to bring you some reminders. So the literacy challenge is progressing, all right? It's moved from stage 1. We've received your entries. We are marking them on Monday, August 4. We're going to make that grand announcement, and so we'll know who out of the lot makes it to the top 50. We're going to announce the top 50 contestants who are making it to phase 2, or the second stage of the competition, which will be a written aptitude test. Okay, so we'll make the announcement of the top 50 contestants on Monday, August 4, and then these top 50 contestants will be sitting for an aptitude test, a written aptitude test, on Saturday, the 9th of August at the British Council here in Accra. So you want to stay tuned into Channel 1 TV here on Breakfast Daily, but you also want to follow on radio 97.3 City FM, because the announcements will be made on these platforms. On Monday, the City Breakfast Show will be making the announcement, and simultaneously on Breakfast Daily, we'll be making the announcement as well on television. The top 50 will be sitting for the written aptitude test at the British Council Saturday, the 9th of August 2025 at 12 noon. 12 noon. So keep an eye out for the announcement so you know whether you made it to the top 50 or not. But absolutely all entries are amazing. Such brilliance from such young chaps, and it's exciting to know that we have writers at such young age. We have problem solvers, critical thinkers at such young age, and it's just exciting. Indeed, the future is pregnant. But the Literacy Challenge is brought to you by 97.3 City FM with support from Channel 1 TV, and is proudly sponsored by Bell Moo and the GB Assessment. I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Bell Moo and GB Assessment. But we look forward to seeing the top 50 contestants on Saturday, the 9th of August at the British Council here in Accra, who sits for that written aptitude test.
All right. So remember that the Channel 1 News app is on Google Play Store. You can actually carry Channel 1 with you anywhere that you are going. So all you need to do is pick up your Android device and then go to the Play Store. Then you can download the Channel 1 News app, and you will get Channel 1 anywhere, everywhere, right in your pocket, in your bag, anywhere you go. So do not forget to do that. Just do that and let us know what you think about it.
And the clock is ticking for This is Ghana exhibition. I'm sure that you are just warming up for that all-important ceremony. It's just an event that brings everything made in Ghana. So make sure that you are part of it. Happening 6th and 7th of September 2025. This time round, it's happening at the Ifwa Sunderland Park, and everything you want. The numbers are there for registration. No last minute registration. Yes, like it happened during Agri-Fair. People last minute came in, can we get a slot? Others were like, we didn't hear of it and all that. Please take note of it and make sure that you are part of this important
But I'm quite confident that This is Ghana will not be same, because This is Ghana has happened before, and so it sold itself. So I believe participants will be rushing to register. But the thing is that if you call and you make a reservation, you need to follow up with payments, because in as much as we are reserving a slot for you, we can only guarantee it based on your payment.
Yeah.
There are so many people that are also calling in to register, and it's on a first come first serve basis. You understand? No, no
last minute thing.
So please, when you call, follow up with your payments, register and secure that slot to be able to exhibit at the This is Ghana exhibition. Listen, it's a one-stop shop for everything Ghanaian. So your local SMEs, your startups, your indigenous Ghanaian businesses, your indigenous corporate bodies are all coming together to assemble everything that they are producing locally. But you see, the trick is that we'll produce it locally, but we'll consume it globally. You understand? So be part of the This is Ghana exhibition and let us all appreciate the innovations from this country. And of course, let's showcase the rest of Ghana to the rest of the world. So be part of it. Sit on 7th September, Ifua Sutherland Children's Park. Call the number 0205-973-973, 0205-973-973, and register to be a part of the This is Ghana.
You can even buy
exhibition.
the car you want there.
Oh yeah. We have locally assembled vehicles that will be showcasing there.
And you never know, there might be more.
But they should give me a test drive.
This Zonda.
Yeah.
You have to book
Assembling
it.
in Ghana. Kantanka. Assembling in Ghana. And other ones. The VW Polo was assembled in Ghana.
But if you give me the opportunity for a test drive, will you add an escort? Because the probability that I won't come back is very high.
Maybe that vehicle will be tracked. So
there's a possibility there will be a tracker.
Don't worry, technology day, we can disable the tracker.
Really?
So but let's see you on the 6th and 7th.
So we're part of this important event at This is Ghana. But now let's go into the purpose.
Yes, please.
Publishers, the Ghanaian publisher, starting with that on the front page of that says that Gold Board seized gold from NACOC, and also Zoom Lion model inspires Zanzibar waste plan, and the High Court dismisses another Tokonu application. Penyo Mark in slums NDC with 60-40. Is it Jibe or what is that?
Yeah, I think is it jibe?
Well, it's JIB. So you can just Nana is taking jibe, I'm taking jibe, maybe whatever you are taking out there at home.
It could be jibe.
That is on the front page of the Ghanaian publisher.
All right. Chris, what do you have?
Oh, we have the Herald here. So on the front page of the Herald, we have Mahama removes Ghana Airport's deputy MD amid controversy over McDonald's warehouse and assault on journalist. And we have the picture of Obobia Dakon Opoku, who's the deputy MD of the GACL. And we also have the picture of the MD herself, Yvonne Nana Afri Opare. Right there.
I understand Obobia is being sent to Ghana Medical Trust Fund as an administrator. That's the Mahama Cares thing.
And we also have XML owners. Kotoka contract keeps Adom Otre others in OSP's detention. Bono NPP elders endorse Baumia 2028 presidential bid, project his marketability as electoral fortunes. Communication Minister seeks strategic AI partnership with US-based firm. Suspended Chief Justice thrown out for abusing judicial process. And lastly, we have here Ghana-China deepen military partnership.
Right. I'll take you to the Chronicle newspaper, which says, police foil assassination attempt in Tema. AK-47 rifle seized. Police foil assassination attempt in Tema. AK-47 rifle seized. The growing insecurity and the level of the crime within this short period, it's just alarming, and the police need to step up efforts. But yet, news like this we like. Although GJ is warning that we'll boycott you people small if you don't do anything about the assaults on journalists. There will be a media blackout on the police service and its activities. But this is good news. Police foil assassination attempt in Tema. AK-47 rifle seized. And then there's other story on the front page says Zanzibar officials in Ghana to explore Zoom Lion's blueprint for sustainable waste management. Zanzibar officials in Ghana to explore Zoom Lion's blueprint for sustainable waste management. It looks like Zoom Lion is deliberately moving into the African space.
Because because
we're seeing
they were in Tanzania,
and other countries, Nigeria as well.
Yeah.
Lagos State signing an agreement, an MOU with Zoom Lion.
That's a good one.
Yeah. All right, digital financing for farmers. For government launch landmark platform. And then we'll go into the scripture for the day. Proverbs 15:14. The heart of him who has understanding seeks knowledge, but the mouths of fools feed on folly. May the Lord add his blessings to the reading of his word. Chronicle always has a scripture for the day.
Exactly. On the front page of the Daily Analyst, says that Mahama condemns assault on Joy News' journalist. And also GGA condemns detention of Joy News reporter, issues ultimatum to police over unresolved attacks on journalists. And the Ghana-Nigeria pledged stronger ties following high-level diplomatic meeting yesterday, I think, between the Foreign Affairs Minister and also the Nigerian's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. GGA decries growing insecurity, urges responsible journalism in conflict zones. That the Lumba's demise, the bank hospital denies breach of confidentiality. There was also another issue in the public space. Adom Ochre detained over Ghana Airports Company Limited contract probe. And that's on the front page of the Daily Analyst.
All right, on the front page of the Informer, we have here ex-MIF boss busted at Kotoka International Airport, and MIF is Mineral Income Investment Fund. Yeah, so we have SML scandal, Adumotre in tears over OSP invitation. Military brutality on journalists. GJA civil society demand urgent action. Abuse of honorary titles. GTEC threatens NDC chairman.
All right, let me bring you the front page of the Inquisitor. Time for accountability. Paul Nayak in OSP's arms. Time for accountability. Paul and Nayak in OSP's arms. Then you have over 800 workers of GPHA to be demoted on Monday.
What?
Over 800 workers of GPHA to be demoted on Monday. Arrest warrant. Court swerves Oforiatta. Then you have road minister flags Akufo-Addo's 10,000 kilometer road claims. Road minister flags Akufo-Addo's 10,000 kilometer road claims. Yeah, that's it for the Inquisitor. Let me bring you the Catholic Standard next. Catholic Standard says peace efforts launched after violence in Boko. Peace effort launched after violence in Boko. GCBC launches nationwide solar project. That's the Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference. GCBC launches nationwide solar project. And Sir Benedict Asoro appointed Ghana's ambassador to the Vatican. Sir Benedict Asoro appointed Ghana's ambassador to the Vatican. You have some editorials and features also in the paper. This one says, use social media to evangelize, not to lie. Archbishop Kofi warns new priest. And then you have peace must protect the innocent. All these in the Catholic Standard for today.
On the front page of the Daily Guide, ABC Game records over 100,000 wins under 2 weeks. Sakpacha's TV. Have you heard of it before? You know what? No. Sakpacha's TV. Chief Zaki cautions public over scammers. And Ghana Airports Company Limited contract probe. OSP detains Adomotre, wixed to Blue Gate. High Court dismisses Tokono's review. Oforiatta loses wanted declaration fight. And this is on the front page of the Daily Guide.
All right, so let's head online. We are going to be looking at the channel onenewsonline.com. So if you have your phones, your tablet, you might as well just join us as we go through the headlines together. We have here Adumotre being targeted for criticizing OSP, and that's his lawyer alleging. Adumotre again, 2 others detained over failing to meet bail conditions. OSP probe. Paul Adumotre moved to National Security Office. Ayensu Dankwa, Adam Sukbaru, 2 others sworn in as deputy ministers. Assault on Joy News reporter. I won't preside over journalist intimidation, and that's by the president, as he assures. We have police rescue 16 human trafficking victims at Ngleshi Amanfro. And inflation drop. You met a healing economy. Stop the applause. Minority tells NDC government. Apostles of Reset have destroyed key national projects. Afenyo Markin slams NDC government. That the Lumba's demise, the bank hospital denies confidentiality breach allegations. Parliament passes Social Protection Bill 2025. Be calm and cooperate with VRA and NETCO staffs. Energy Ministry to Tamale residents. 3 cleared of contest NDC Akwatia's parliamentary primaries. And in the northern region, VRA NETCO suspends field operations in Tamale over staff assault. And there you have more right there on channel1newsonline.com. So you can visit channel1newsonline.com for more of the news.
All right, let's turn our attention to citynewsroom.com and bring you some stories from there. Adomotre's lawyer slams OSP over unreasonable bail conditions. Adomotre's lawyer slams OSP over unreasonable bail conditions. Let's look at some other stories. We'll explore other legal options for Oforiatta. That's Frank Davis. He's a member of the legal team for the former finance minister, Ken Oforiatta. GAF intensifies operations in Boko and Lerigu to restore peace. That's the Ghana Armed Forces intensifying operations in Boko and Lerigu. Adomotre granted bail fails to meet conditions. That's Paul Adomotre, former board chair, Ghana Airports Company Limited, failing to meet the bail conditions set by the OSP. Police rescue 16 human trafficking victims at Ngleshi Amanfro. Also there on citynewsroom.com. Then you have Paul Adomotre detained by OSP. Mahama reassigns Obobia Dako Opoku to head Ghana Medical Trust Fund, aka Mahama Cares. Mahama condemns assault on Joy News reporter, vows action. We know that he's convening a meeting with the heads of the various security agencies and the Ghana Journalists Association to
I
find
think
a way.
I like the swift action from the presidency on this. Though the GGA came out to say that, not coming out with all the things you are saying that you condemn the act. But let's be an investigation. Let the people who went there to assault the eyewitness. I'm also concerned about the eyewitness.
Indeed.
Because for the eyewitnesses assault, we all saw it.
Yeah, it was clear.
And that of the journalist too, the journalist has narrated it. So if an action has to be taken, the eyewitnesses assault should also be taken into consideration. And I think I like the swift action coming from the presidency to go all out to ensure that the needful is done. Because the president himself is a card-bearing member of the GGA.
Yeah.
So if you do not act to save your own people, then what becomes of us? Especially when we've been preaching freedom of speech, press freedom, and all that.
And it's important that he acts because it's one of the things he campaigned on, press freedom and protection for journalists in this country. And then just this week, he spoke at the AU. And he's calling African heads of states to champion press freedom. So if this is happening in your backyard, I mean, it's contradictory.
Exactly.
It doesn't augur well for the president. But you see, in all this, if the investigations are carried through, there will be punishment, right, for the perpetrators. But what happens to the victims? Is there compensation for the victims?
There should be compensation.
I don't know what the law says. Maybe a lawyer can help us. Is there any compensation
I think there
for the
should be
victims?
compensations,
Because I
especially
think
if
they deserve it.
Yes. Especially also if the victims want to take them on. Then there should be some sort of compensation.
Exactly.
I mean, we all saw it in the open.
Yeah.
And I really understand the GJA too. When they come out when they came out to say that it's not just about condemning the act.
Yeah.
Condemning it is one thing, and then acting acting
upon it,
upon your condemnation is another thing. And usually, most of all these things, if you do not follow up, it's swept under the carpet. So, but this time around, we are all following. We are all,
it's important that
going
we
to see what comes out of it.
Yes, because within a space of 7 months, there have been about 13 reported assaults on journalists.
And the GGA president was saying that averagely in a year is 12. But if for the first 6 to 7 months, we are seeing 12 to 13 of these assaults, what becomes of the months that we are left to
by end of year
go.
They are not 300
because look at what happened at Ablikuma North. So uncalled for. So uncalled for.
It
that
doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. So a police officer, you come to this election grounds with your frustration or whatever you've taken from home to the place that you vented on an innocent journalist.
You see, what makes it even annoying and unpardonable is the fact that your colleagues were engaging the journalist.
Yes.
They were in a conversation with him. So what would have, triggered you to go around and slap the guy?
And actually, if you watch that video very well, he raised his hand one, put it down, and the second one was like, no, what is coming is yours.
He rehearsed the slap.
And the second one was like, what is coming is yours. Which is so uncalled for.
It's not right.
No, because you see, it makes us ask a lot of questions. Like, what kind of training are they getting? Apart from the physical training, is there any sort of like psychological training on how to even control your temper? Because like at the end of the day, these are the people that are supposed to set some sort of example for us to follow. You understand? These are the people that when two people are fighting, they should be able to separate it with just speaking to us intelligently. But if this person does not even have patience, like it's
and it's not going to end there because we're having a lot of events where journalists
Akutia is just by the corner. 2nd September.
And we can't tell what will happen on the grounds. And a journalist would definitely want to go on the grounds and tell the story because without us, the journalist, sometimes we tend to forget that without the journalist,
you wouldn't know what is happening.
You wouldn't know what is happening. I still cite the example with Ablikuma North. Media houses took it live. The entire rerun from A to Z. So if you are torturing journalists, and the GGA president has said that we are going to boycott events of military officers or police, security officers or all that, what becomes of these agencies or these institutions? Yesterday, Bernard was really lamenting that you call us, you tell us that we should follow you to Galamsey sites, you tell us that we should you follow you to soups, where you conduct it in slums. You call us that we should come and cover events. You call us that there are press conferences that we should come. Then when it gets to the period where we are also trying to do our job, you sort of assault us, which is not fair. That's just not fair.
Other thing that's not fair is, as you mentioned, we follow the police based on their invitations to some of these life-threatening operations. They don't give us any insurance. You understand? They don't give us insurance. Anything at all could happen to us in the line of duty. You get it? But we commit and we risk because the public needs to be informed on some of these things. And so when we are in the line of duty and you think you can take the law, and you see, what annoys me the most is that in all of, or almost all of these instances, there's no provocation, there's no resistance. It's just simple attack on the journalist. And it's so straightforward. And you see, I get so angry when this has to take forever for investigations to be concluded,
which is
because there's video evidence in this day and age. It is so easy. There's video evidence. You are seeing the thing. So exactly what is it that you are investigating? The state of mind of the attacker or what?
When you can see the video.
It's clear.
If you're going to investigate the state of mind of the attacker, then you have a problem to have actually employed this person with a state of mind that's not right.
Another painful aspect of the whole thing is, if someone has an issue with his or her road, we'll call a media house, and a journalist will come and cover. You have a problem with a neighbor, you call a journalist. Somebody is making noise in your community, you call a journalist.
And these police people live in those communities. If they drive on same roads.
If there are demonstrations, nurses are not paid. They come to the media house, they call journalists. If someone is tormenting you, you call a journalist. So I think I like the side of the GGA president that's like, no, we've had enough.
Yeah.
We also talk about our issues. Because see, if a journalist is having a problem, who talks for the journalists? I think this time round, the GGA president's step, his action, we will boycott. And trust me, if we boycott, nothing will happen to us. We will boycott your events and we will not come. But I think that going forward, there are other elections that will also come up. There are other events that will also come up. If the other institutions see that, okay, it's not like journalists are untouchable or we are disrespecting or not obeying the rules and regulations of this country, but the right thing must be done. We are there to get information. You understand? There may be some bad nuts amongst us.
Of course, that's everywhere.
That the GGA president has also sounded caution that if you are reporting, let there be fair.
Of course, we all know the ethics and the code of conduct of our profession. So,
so the protection we really need. Because if you go out there and you want to go and tell a story, and you are not really protected, then how are you going to tell the story?
Indeed.
Yes. So I think what the president is also trying to do, calling the security agencies head and also calling the head of GJ to come sit down. Let's see that we are all working together. We are friends. We are not enemies. And we are working together for the good of the nation. It's a step in the right direction.
We need action. We need action. Enough of the rhetoric, enough of the talk. Let's have some action. Let's see conclusion on the investigations and the outcomes thereof. And let's see what punishments are being meted out to these persons to serve as a deterrent to others. But beyond the punishments, reformation. If you're going to assign an officer to a particular duty, what are his marching orders? What kind of orientation is he given before he goes there? Because you see, at any event, you are dealing with different groups or categories of people. You are dealing with the actors themselves, the interested parties themselves, civilians, journalists, and what have you. So you know how to handle or deal with all these class of people. You get it? And you don't go and once you are there, you see everybody as a criminal or I don't know. Anyways, stay with us here on Breakfast Daily. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get into an interesting conversation right here on the show. Don't go away.
Entries have been received and the marking has begun. Who makes it to the next round of the Literacy Challenge 2025? Randomly selected entries will be read on 97.3 City FM on Brunch in the City and the Traffic Avenue and on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. Stay tuned to 97.3 City FM and Channel 1 TV to find out who makes it to level 2 of the Literacy Challenge on Monday, 4th August 2025. Level 2 Aptitude Test. The top 50 contestants from across Ghana to make it to the next round shall take part in a written aptitude test on Saturday, 9th August 2025 at 12 noon at the British Council, Accra. Grand Finale. The top 10 contestants chosen from Level 2 shall compete for the grand prize of 10,000 Ghana cedis in a classic quiz competition on Friday, 15th August 2025. The Literacy Challenge 2025 is powered by City FM, supported by Channel 1 TV and sponsored by Belmu and GB Assessment.
He cheated on his wife 15 years ago and now she's paying him back. He's lost her, but he still loves her. What should he do? Join Chris Carter and his sisters as they unpack this emotional roller coaster on Sister Sister, where real stories meet raw truth.
Dear sisters, 15 years ago, I cheated on my wife. I'm not proud of it, but I was deeply unhappy in the marriage. After the affair, I tried to make amends, planned vacations, romantic gestures, anything to bring the spark back. On one of our trips, she met a woman. Let's call her Jane. Lately, I also met someone new. She's kind, warm, and I find myself falling for her. Sisters, I'm stuck between holding on and letting go. Please, what should I do?
Now, to top it all up, now this guy too, you've also met somebody again.
Yeah.
That you also fancy.
Yeah.
Then it means that there's a problem fundamentally with the marriage.
Sometimes you think that those things, the material parts, material things, makes it easy for you to let go of the pain. But it goes deeper than that.
We keep saying here that it builds a lot of resentment, toxicity inside of you. It makes you an awful person for you to keep it in you.
This Friday at 9 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV. Sister, real stories, real women, real talk. Sister is proudly sponsored by Gino. Gino truly cares.
Let's get into the world of sports like never before.
You know how we do it on Fridays.
Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. on 97.3 City FM for Sports Panorama, your ultimate destination for all things sports.
One of the biggest scandals in this country's history. You can't spend 250 million USD and come out with that.
From the thrill of association football to the excitement of basketball, tennis, athletics, and even emerging sports, we cover it all. Whether it's the Premier League or the latest NBA showdown, we bring you the stories behind the stars.
Getting an opportunity to become a national team coach, you should understand the politics around football.
And don't miss the prayer of the rabbi.
Joe was Zebal. How Zebal there? Zebal won Chaboke
We're not just about the games, we're about the community.
If you are going to be given this kind of treatment, then you need to be that guy. When I look at him play, he is not it.
Or when it's time for Don't Call Me. Join the conversation as we connect with fans across the country and beyond. What's the latest updates? Send us your thoughts and we'll feature your comments live on air. And remember, we like to hear your predictions for matches and your thoughts in general. Think you know who's going to win? Let us know.
Big shout outs to my YouTube people.
Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. only on 97.3 City FM. Sports Panorama, where sports come alive.
Amen.
Sports Panorama, your weekly sports fix. Don't miss out on the action. Sports Panorama. Catch the excitement every Friday. You're welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. About to get into a conversation, one that troubles me a lot, okay? Because if you're someone who likes to travel like I do, you'll be worried about the spate or the increasing spate of road crashes in the country. And you see, we cannot continue to play the ostrich regarding this matter. I keep asking, how many more? Until when? How many more lives do we have to lose on our roads before we consider this a national emergency? We need to prioritize road safety in this country. And you see, when we talk about road safety, we are not accusing anybody of poor road infrastructure or negligence or dereliction of duty in the construction of roads. No, that's not what we're saying. Road safety goes beyond just the infrastructure itself, the state of mind of a driver on the road. Even the driver's own negligence, speeding, recklessness, you understand? There are a number of factors that contribute to road crashes in the country. And collectively as a people, we need to come to that point where we agree that enough is enough. We're losing too many lives on our roads. And so, holistically and nationally, we should, consider our road safety consciousness, road safety awareness. There's the need for intensification of public education regarding safety on our roads. And then, of course, at the end of the day, the buck would definitely stop with leadership. And so we must demand accountability for road construction in the country. Which road are you constructing from where to where? Do we have designated roads for types of vehicles? Okay? Because if I'm driving a saloon and I'm sharing the same road with, say, a tipper truck, you understand? The kind of weight that truck has and the weight my car has is different. You understand? There's the scientific expansion and contraction of roads. And so if that heavy vehicle is passing here and there are about 3 or 4 of them, at what point does the contraction happen after expansion? And that's what contributes to the destruction of the roads. And we heard the Minister for Roads and Highways, Governor Kwame Abuja,
yesterday
speak at the Government Accountability Series and then also on Radio 97.2 FM yesterday. And he told us that the penalty for overload or overweight on our roads has been revised. In fact, it's been hiked from 5,000 Ghana cedis to 50,000 Ghana cedis. And this time around, not just the driver of the vehicle is going to be held responsible, but the owner of the goods on the vehicle as well. You see, this is what I'm talking about. It's a step in the right direction, but we need to do more of these. We need to enforce implementation. You get it? And then we have the police MTTD, who are supposed to ensure that the right thing is done on the road. Adherence to road traffic regulations, road signs, and all that should be done. Then we have the National Road Safety Authority that needs to intensify education. Do you know that there are some accidents that are caused by the blocking of your visibility due to the illegal sighting of a billboard? You understand? So what are the demarcations? How big should a billboard on a junction be so that it does not block your view from turning left or right? You get it?
I think recently
I think these are some of the
National Road
concerns.
Safety Authority has stated that they'll be going around to pull down some billboards.
No, it's something they've been doing, but I think they are rolling it out in phases. And so this August, we are expecting that they continue. They made an announcement that it will be intensified this August. It will be moved into other areas this August. And that's what we're looking at. Because on the average, 8 lives lost a day.
A day, yeah. And just recently, just say 3 days ago or yesterday, we had a conversation with the Ashanti Regional Director for the National Road Safety Authority. He made mention of a number of things that can be done in the Ashanti region. The Ashanti region is topping the numbers when it comes to road safety issues, people dying, road crashes, commercial vehicles, private vehicle owners and all that. I don't know whether sometimes the refresher course for drivers, I don't know whether we are really taking it serious.
I don't think so.
You speak to a driver, you ask him a particular road sign, he or she doesn't know. All what he or she knows is I'm behind the steering wheel driving from Accra to Cape Coast, driving from Accra to Aflao, driving from Accra to Kumasi, Accra to Tema. And the person doesn't know that when you see a speed ramp sign along the stretch indicates to you that maybe 20 meters ahead of you is a speed ramp, so you would have to slow down. But even with the signs, most of them are not even there. Recently we saw a report of road line markings. They are not there. You can't even tell the short lines in the middle of a road, and also the very thick line that doesn't have spaces in between, that you don't need to move from that one lane to the other. You know, you need not to switch lanes. But whether these things have really gone down well with drivers, people, we say we are the people sitting behind the steering wheel, it's a big problem. Another issue too, someone would say with the Goro boys, because now you need a license. You don't really go through the right process. You don't even study the book. You just go do all your kululu and a license is given to you and you sit behind the steering wheel and you just drive. So it's like a bigger picture that we are all looking at. The drivers and most of the things that has come out from the National Road Safety Authority's report, or MTTD, is driver fatigue and also speeding and unlawful U-turn, overtaking and all that. So all these things comes in the light of what the driver should have done.
Exactly. Yeah.
For the roads, how deplorable the road is, we can't take it away. It's like constant and the variables.
But you see, this constant can be amended. You see, that's why I keep saying that the backstops. I mean, the chunk of the road crashes are as a result of human negligence.
And for how long have we been talking about this Accra Kumasi highway?
Oh, but now we've been given an assurance that an expressway.
No, but previous administrations, we are not saying that this government can do what it has said.
Yeah.
We have seen what governments have said about roads. A road construction will start.
Yeah.
Estimated period of completion or time for completion is 36 months, 24 months, 12 months, and all that. But we still need extra more days or extra more months to complete this road.
Yeah.
So until the completion of the road, the driver on the road must be careful.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you entirely. And I'm just adding on to the fact that, I mean, it's the responsibility of the driver to take his safety into his own hands. And you see, you behind the steering wheel, you are not just an individual on that journey. People's lives are in your hands. Even if you're driving alone, there are other road users. Okay? You see, we're not considering pedestrian knockdowns.
Yes.
We are not considering motor knockdowns. We're not considering the fact that you're crashing into another vehicle which may have occupants more than just the driver. Okay, so you need to take utmost responsibility for your safety and the safety of other road users while you are on the road. And that's what we are saying. As for the road construction, I mean, we can make all the noise, but if the road is bad, it is bad.
Yeah.
And if you're applying that road, you should have the presence of mind to anticipate the dangers ahead, so that you drive accordingly on this stretch of road. I mean, we would all wish that all roads in Ghana are first class.
Yes. And even that,
But
when they are
truth be
first
told, we
class,
cannot have that.
people speed.
And you see, that is even more dangerous. Once people come to comprehend the fact that the road has been fixed, it is good. That's when people want to do Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton things on the road.
I was saying
So
the
you
other
see,
time that
it's the
people
human
do Need for
mindset.
Speed and Fast and Furious on the road. Whose car is the best? And you just be speeding the road. Mind you, there are lives in this vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just important. And just to, like you indicated, the statistics, what we have. So Ghana recorded 7,289 road crashes and 1,504 deaths between January and June. We always say this.
6 months.
Yes, just 6 months.
Six
And
months.
we've recorded over 7,000 road crashes. And these are reports that, or things that the MTTD or National Road Safety Authority has recorded. One of the ones that
Are not documented. The unreported ones.
Yes. So, according to provisional statistics released by the National Road Safety Authority in collaboration with the Police, Motor Traffic and Transport Department, MTCD, the report also revealed that 12,354 vehicles were involved in various accidents during the 6-month period, with 8,300 people sustaining injuries. And I keep saying that even with the sustaining the injuries, you can't even tell the degree of injury. Yes.
And you see, this is what happens when people are involved in road crashes and sustain the injuries. If the person is unable to work within the recovery period, we don't even know if this person will be maimed for life and may not be able to work again. So you are taking bread out of somebody's mouth. This person might be a breadwinner for the family. If the person is unable to function as they used to, where is income coming from to take care of the family? So you see, you are not just it's not, don't consider it just as a road accident and the person survived. There are implications after that survival. You get it? If I'm unable to, let's say, God forbid, I have to lose a leg due to a road crash, and the nature of my job requires use of both legs, what happens?
You can't work again.
Exactly.
And what if you are the breadwinner?
You have mouths to feed.
Yes.
You have school fees to pay. You have medical bills to attend to. You get it?
This is a very big issue. And also, in addition, 1,301 pedestrians were reported to have been knocked down across the country.
1,301 in 6 months.
Yeah. So somebody is walking along the road, and all of a sudden, a vehicle just jumps into this, crashes into this human, and he or she has to bear the brunt.
1,301 in 6 months. Pedestrian knockdown. You see, that's why we need to speak to the minds of drivers. You understand? In as much as we are advocating for the construction and completion of roads in the country, we need to speak to the minds of road users. And you see, you, the pedestrian as well, you need to be aware. I mean, there should be some self-awareness regarding the use of the road. We have people who will want to ignore the footbridge. They want to cross at where they think is convenient for them, exposing themselves to all sorts of risk.
When you go to Medina, it's there. People are just crossing.
The former minister, Harry Cote, did some work on that, and after a while, it was business as usual.
And you know, the let me say madness is from us. And sometimes you get to Medina and you ask yourself, the police officers will stop vehicles and ask people to cross. When there is a footbridge there, the argument is that the footbridge is very big and long, and if I'm to cross that footbridge, but it's for your own safety.
So you'd rather die?
And you don't even know.
Where's the wisdom in this?
You don't even know the vehicle that is coming, whether
it's faulty, the brakes are not good,
and all that. Yesterday I had an issue with my brake, and I'm like, no, I'm not driving this car, so I'll have to go and fix the brake. If not, I'm not bringing it, because I've had an issue with brake failure, and I didn't like it. It was between life and death. And you say your last prayer, and you just go to your maker or wherever you are going to. But I really don't know how drivers are also taking good care of their vehicles. It's very important, because you have a vehicle, you don't check it in the morning.
No maintenance.
All what you have at the back of your mind is, we are going.
I have experience. I will fit a go.
It's a whole lot of things. Yesterday, the 16 that got their lives perished on the Accra Kumasi highway. Very sad one. Imagine your kids are being buried. See, we understand the overseer of the church. 3 of his children were gone in that road accident. And this is a very sad one that we all would have to look out for. This weekend, today is Friday. Saturday, Sunday, people are driving on the highways.
Oh, it started already. Today. People are going for funerals. People are going for conferences. People are visiting family, and so they're traveling already
on the highways. And I keep asking myself that if you are driving on the Accra Kumasi highway and you always hear of people dying, lives perishing, road crashes and all that, if you are driving on the stretch, aren't you scared as an individual, as a driver? And what can be done to make the road safe? And the expressway that the government has said, we don't know, it's a long-term plan. For that one, you can't
in the interim,
you have to protect yourself as a driver. You have to, and the police officers must also be along the stretch, because mind you, it's very difficult when you are driving for a very long time and police officer stops you, and you know that there is this big truck behind you that you've
overtaken.
And you know that that big truck, as soon as it gets in front of you, is going to impede your movement. It's very frustrating, understood. But it also helps you to also relax on the road and also reduce your speed. And also the big trucks, they're also another problem.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Because people will try overtaking, and you know that your truck is huge, you are blocking the road, a number of vehicles are behind you, thinking you could just park, the vehicles pass, and you go. Because you're a big truck, you can't compare your speed with a saloon vehicle.
They won't give you way, Philip.
So you see, it's a whole problem that has to be resolved. How our thinking is, like we're saying, we don't know whether people are checked psychologically, mentally, who is driving on the road. Anyone at all gets driver's license will be behind the steering wheel, and we are risking our lives. I think we should just watch that report and see how sad it is for you to understand that 16 or 15 individuals got perished on the Accra Kumasi highway just this week, and a mass burial was held for these people.
A wave of grief swept through Obogu in the Asante Achim South Municipality on July 31, 2025, as hundreds of mourners gathered for the mass burial of 16 victims of a fatal road accident earlier in the week. The solemn ceremony, held at Obogu Cemetery, drew church members, families, friends, traditional leaders, government officials, and residents, all united in mourning. Tears flowed freely as coffins were laid side by side, each representing a life tragically cut short. Grieving families clung to photographs and belongings of their loved ones, many too distraught to speak. The deceased included 10 young girls, 5 boys, and a toddler. They were among passengers on board a church vehicle that collided head-on with a heavy-duty truck along the Kumasi-Accra highway. Tragically, the leader of the church lost 3 of his own children in the crash. The accident also left 4 others in critical condition. Municipal Chief Executive Mame Safo Apia has pledged action to prevent future tragedies, emphasizing the need to urgently convert the road into a dual carriage.
This stretch, the Jaso Waterworks at Tredia stretch, is quite dangerous. What happened a couple of days ago, it must never happen again. We are instigating that before anything, we need to get enough police on that downhill road so that when the cars are speeding and the police are there, they would reduce their speed. And then going forward, we need to make it into a dual carriage whereby two go down and 2 come up. And I think the most essential thing is to get a metallic division between the ongoing and the upcoming traffic.
Meanwhile, President John Dramani Mahama has expressed his condolences and promised to see through the dualization of major highways.
This is a very sad one, and though the MC, the regional minister, I understand, was also very frustrated about the circumstance.
Yeah.
Dr. Frank Amwakwin, I saw his Facebook post, and also the National Road Safety Authority, like we indicated, we spoke to the director from the Ashanti region and all that. We need to move beyond the talking.
Yeah,
we need to get the action. Yeah. And what is the action? It's all of us. We need to get the issues resolved. It could be that maybe something is not going on well on the road, but we could equally save lives. Who save lives? Because look at a tanker crashing into head-on collision with public transport.
Yeah.
And we've seen most of these things with buses.
Yeah.
Veering off the road, falls into a ditch, and people, innocent people in the buses, lose their lives.
I don't know, me, I'm saddened this morning, and you see, we keep talking about the Accra-Kumasi road, but let's not lose sight of other roads as well, where crashes are recorded. Have you seen the state of the Kaswa to Winneba Cape Coast Road now?
Well, someone will argue that because construction is ongoing on that road.
Yes, but you see, in other jurisdictions, when there's construction ongoing, provision is made for road users to have access to a motorable route.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
But for us, we like to destroy everything and we start building in phases.
I like this point you just made, because if we have alternative roads, which we do, I was asking if we know that the Accra-Kumasi Highway or other roads, there are definitely alternative roads that you can use to these places. I asked Afis Tijani whether there is an alternative road to Kumasi. Maybe you're a driver, you can join us with your message. You out there, you can join us with your first message as well. He said that you'd have to go through the central region before you move to the Ashanti region. And that is a very long stretch. But regardless, if it's even a very long stretch and the road is good, people will apply it. If it's a long stretch and the road is good, people apply.
Yeah, but I'm even saying that even if there's no an alternative, right, don't destroy the entire stretch when you are not ready to complete the entire stretch at a go.
Well, from the contractor's point of view, you also argue that, well, we would have to, it's marked in phases. So if we are embarking on a road project and we have timelines, commuters who would bear the brunt a little will suffer the bad nature of the road for some time. And they also say that force majeure, when it comes to was circumstances beyond their control, i.e. rainfall or finances and all that, they can't control these things. So that is what would delay the construction of the road. So they have timelines that within 24 months, within 36 months, we would complete the project. But if these things are not done, as in payment or there is rainfall, that would delay the road project. That is when we also tend to also bear the brunt as commuters. But even with that, if you are driving on the stretch and it's in a very deplorable state, and there is a commitment from the contractor to get the road done immediately, it can be done. Because like the roads minister stated, most of the contractors have moved from site as a result of non-payment.
Right, there are debts.
Yes.
Which we understand.
Exactly.
Philip,
but some others are also there showing sign of commitment to get the roads fixed. It's just a big
what
problem.
I'm saying is that, yes, we know you have your timelines for construction, but what is the construction plan or strategy? Make one end motorable that can be used, at least ensure some level of safety. Listen, a classic example is when the minister went to the Ashaman Road. When he asked that they make the place motorable, even though they are still under construction, haven't they done it?
Yeah, they have.
So it can be done. And that is all I am saying.
So that road is...
It might come at an extra cost.
It did.
But this should be factored into your budget.
That Accra Tema runabout, that's a Shama runabout to Akosombo Junction Road is under construction. That is in Zach, Germany. They had to construct that road. But when the roads minister visited there, he noted that there are portions of the road that are very deplorable, and that is what is resulting in the gridlock on the road, especially from Ashaman to Afienya. And instructed Oswald Investment to move in to ensure that the road is made motorable for vehicle or drivers to ply the stretch. Fast forward, it was done.
That's what I'm saying. So it means it can be done.
It was done.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Anyways, your messages are coming in. They're coming in fast. Let's take a few of them. This one says, good morning. I believe that the greatest difficulties we have are the absence of road signs and markings. I agree. In fact, Ghana is not working at all. Sometimes very big potholes appear in the middle of the road unattended to for several months or even years. This is Barnabas K. Senior sending this one in. This one says, good morning, my lovely favorite TV station, Channel 1. I am Francis from Bongo. You guys are doing well. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Okay, so, right, this is a long one. So, yeah, I'm going to take it. Why the numerous road accidents, you ask? All our roads are supposed to be dual carriage, but not the single roads we drive on all the time. Why do we have all the major roads in Ghana being just single? Definitely will experience all this. The next is most of the cars on our roads going on long distance are not supposed to be going on such distances. That is why we have the railway network there to connect. So the cars bring the goods to the station and hand it to the railway, and we'll send it to wherever it's supposed to be delivered. This will bring down or take most of our cars off the road because they will be used for just short distances. Okay, it says with the railway, without railway, a lot is going to happen. Railway can do all this for Ghana, from passengers to goods and other services. Until railway bounces back, we will experience the bad. Right. Thank you for sending that in. The show is very interactive. You can also send in your thoughts, your comments, and contributions. Let us know what you think about the increasing spate of road crashes. Should we just blame human activity for it? And of course, the state of our roads and road infrastructure, as well as road furniture, or what is the solution going forward? Because for me, I am scared. Take this weekend, for example. Thousands are going to Kumasi because it's the KNUST alumni weekend. Thousands of people are traveling on that stretch to Kumasi. You get it? Anything at all could happen. Anything. I mean, those who can afford will fly in.
Yes.
But at what cost?
And especially when people are moving there a lot, the plane tickets becomes
Of course,
expensive.
if there's high demand, there's the price will go up.
Yeah,
definitely
shoot up.
Yeah, but I'm worried about those who are traveling via road.
And a lot will travel via road.
Thousands that, because you see, one thing all this takes away from us is the travel experience. I mean, en route, there's so much to see, so much scenery, so many greens to enjoy.
You sit in plane and within 30, 25 minutes, you are there. No, but when you travel on road, you get to know, you get to see communities,
places, how people live.
Exactly.
You get to share experiences of people. You get to experience nature.
But you get to know communities that you've not even
exactly.
You've just heard of the name.
But now if you are going, you Charlie, such your demi frame, you are praying.
Yeah, you are praying.
You are praying actually. Help me to go and come back safely. You get it. It's dangerous. Send us your thoughts. Let us know what you think. 020-444-7033. 020-444-7033. Send us your messages. Let us know what you think about the increasing spate of road accidents. Where do you live? Which road do you ply the most? And what are some of the challenges on these roads? And tell us about driver behavior. And one thing we're also losing sight of is passenger, I don't want to say ignorance or the lack of concern. Because if I am in a commercial bus and the driver is doing what I think will put me in danger, I should be able to prompt him.
Yeah.
But the passengers who sit aloof, unconcerned, they don't care.
Nana, joining us live is the Industrial Relations Officer for the Ghana
Private Road Transport
Union. Senior Industrial Relations Officer Abbas Imoro. Good morning, Abbas.
Good morning.
Elijah, I trust you are doing well.
Yeah.
How is the Friday treating you?
Normal.
Okay. Elijah, first of all, I want to find out from you how your drivers are handling road accidents in recent times, because it looks like the numbers are increasing.
That is surprising. For some time now, it was reducing. Then all of a sudden, the scenario has changed. But see, accidents, we have the natural cause is there, human error is also there. And then some also comes from the nature of our roads. Because at times you see a very deep pothole in the middle of the road, which every driver would try not to drop any tire into it. While trying to avoid it, it also creates a lot of accidents. In all, it needs a lot of carefulness. And how do one become very careful? Those in authority, the law enforcement agency, must also be seen as working effectively, because if I'm traveling from Accra to Kumasi or to Takoradi, and I know very well that if I overspeed, I could be arrested and charged. There's no way I could do that. But here we are. There's no body on the road to make sure they are checking overspeed for all drivers to drive within the stipulated or required speed. That also creates a lot of accidents. Yesterday I went to Cape Coast and I saw a lot of errors in cars. Long vehicles, some long vehicles were even overtaken in cars, whereby a saloon car is even not supposed to overtake in a curve. But here we are, not once, not twice. Long vehicles were overtaken in curves. So, if you know very well that if you do that, you could be arrested, nobody will do that. The roads will be free for all to drive safely. So, these are some of the things which create a lot of accidents.
But Abbas, I want to find out from you. We know that your drivers are supposed to know a number of things on the road when they are traveling. How often do you conduct refresher courses for these drivers under GPRTU?
last year we did twice for our people in Greater Accra. I strongly believe other regions also did same. But these are for our drivers. And how about those who does not belong to us? You see, if any driver hit the road, it's like toothpaste. Everybody says president is the best toothpaste. But we have so many different types of toothpaste. Colgate is there, so many types. But if you are sending any child to buy you toothpaste, oh, go and buy me president. That is how it is. Every driver who hits the road, they say GPRC. We have so many drivers who does not belong to us and does not even belong to any union at all. But they are working.
And how is that going on? Because you don't belong to any union, but you're on the road. Isn't there sort of a law or rule and regulations to say that you need to be part of a union?
112, it is there. It is there. But here they are working effectively. Most of these people even use cars of some of the security services. They are almost everywhere. All the regions, they are everywhere, working effectively. So these are some of the problems we are facing.
Right. Alaji, two major causes we have identified, human error and then the state of our roads. For the roads, we know it will take a while for construction to be completed or to be put in a safe shape for us. We also know that sometimes when the road is completed and it is good, we tend to speed on these roads. So, but my question is, while we are waiting for the completion or construction of these roads, what can we do to help reduce the road carnage or the road crashes we are witnessing?
We have so many good laws. Those in authority must be seen making sure the good laws are working. You see, repairing a road becoming a very good class road, and then they have to erect huge bombs in the roads which eventually end up killing people. The ramps eventually end up killing people. If the laws are working, nobody will oversee. If I know I'm traveling from here to Kumasi and I'm supposed to drive up to 100 kilometers or up to 80 kilometers, and if I do drive above that, I'm going to be arrested, charged. Tomorrow somebody is also arrested, charged. It will spread all over. I know the speed allowed is this. You are not supposed to go beyond 100 on this road, or you are not supposed to go beyond 80 kilometers on this road. And it will work effectively because you have been left off the hook. Nobody checks. And if you just drive above what you are required to drive, nobody arrests you. That is why you see these things on the road. Okay. So there must be some working effectively. The law enforcing agency, if they are working effectively, it will also change some of us, our attitude on the road.
So Alaji, are you saying that the law enforcement agencies are not doing what they are supposed to do, and we are failing in that regard, for which we are recording?
In plain language from me, that is exactly what I'm saying. That if they are doing what they are supposed to do, and you know if you just do the negative thing, you could be arrested and discharged. You never do it. You will never do it. You will never do it. That is exactly what I'm saying.
But anyway, before you go, what is your collaboration between yourself, your union, the National Road Safety Authority, MTTD, and the other stakeholders to ensure that we have safer roads?
We have excellent relationships with all of them, because that is why we say things the way we have to say it, so that if it's being applied, it could save more lives.
Okay. Alaji, thank you so much for your time. Abbas Imoro is the Senior Industrial Relations Officer for GPRTU, and he has said it all, what we need to do. It looks like Nana, we keep saying the buck stops with leadership, the buck stops with the law enforcement agencies. If you do not enforce the law, we will do it anyhow. For instance, you are in a house, the mother doesn't care, the father doesn't care, and at the end of the day, the children will do what they like.
Can we be proactive and say that, okay, we know that the stretch going to Accra and Kumasi is not in a safe state, right? And so for which reason we are reducing the speed limits on that stretch. And we don't just say it, we place officers on the stretch to ensure compliance.
And the officers shouldn't also be there and say, oh, boss, today is Friday. And don't you have anything for us? Today is Saturday.
Right.
Don't you have anything for us? Someone will just be like, I do not have the needed papers. My insurance is not there. My roadworthy is not there. I do not have the driver's license. But the fact that I've made budget for the police officers, say 10 of them on the stretch, each 20 Ghana cedis. By the time I reach Kumasi, I've paid 200 Ghana cedis, and the person is free. It's not nice.
Let's go on Zoom. Let's speak to the head of corporate affairs for the National Road Safety Authority, Simbiat Redu. Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us.
And how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How about you?
I'm very fine, thank you. Thanks for asking.
Great. The figures don't look good. How concerned, how worried is the National Road Safety Authority?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. The National Road Safety Authority is very worried, is very concerned about the latest developments on our roads. Recording more than 20% in terms of persons killed, and having an increase in almost all the categories, being the cases reported, the vehicles involved, the persons injured, and the pedestrian knockdowns, including the persons killed from January to June 2025, as a cause of worry for every major stakeholder in the road safety industry. And so we at the National Road Safety Authority is very worried, looking at the latest development and justifying or juxtaposing it with our mandate, which is to ensure that traffic crashes are reduced to the barest minimum. And so we are very worried, and we look forward to, or we want to put in place strategies to ensure that the trends are reversed.
Right. I want to believe that investigations are carried out into some of these crashes, and based on our report, have we identified what may be accounting for the increase that we are witnessing? 20% is quite significant. And if this translates into the over 1,500 lives that have been lost, really, then the nation should be worried.
Yes. Looking at the causes of road traffic crashes, basically, broadly, we are looking at three major causes, which has to be the road, the human face in it, and the vehicle face in it. And I'm very happy my colleague at my friend at the GPRTU mentioned human error. GPRTU, and then the state of our roads, which is very true. And now, diving into the human error, we are looking at speeding being a major cause, contributing close to 60% and more in the road traffic crashes. And I'm very happy your colleague at the studio with you mentioned that we need to ensure, to be very proactive, he mentioned that, and to ensure that we put in measures on the major highways, specifically the N6, to ensure that vehicle drivers comply with the speed limits and help to reduce the crashes.
Right. So, I mean, we want to look at areas where are known, or where there's dominance regarding these crashes. We here have been, speaking a lot about the Accra-Kumasi highway, but we want to believe that the crashes are not limited to just this stretch. So where are some of the areas that have become notorious for some of these crashes? And of course, how do we navigate these areas to ensure that we reduce the crashes?
All right. So major ones are on our highways,
Mm.
and like you said, indeed, it is not limited to the N6 or the Accra Kumasi stretch.
Mm.
We have records on the Techiman stretch,
Right.
Techiman to Tamale stretch,
Mm.
I think the N6, if I'm not mistaken, and then the Takrady Kumasi, the Cape Coast Takrady stretch,
Right.
which also record quite a number of crashes. And I might mention that most of these crashes we are mentioning has to do with speeding, which eventually which leads to wrongful overtaking
Mhm.
and other causes. And apart from the speeding, we have driving at night, which
Mhm.
obviously causes fatigue driving. You will see most of these drivers losing sleep because they need to get to their destinations early and maybe come back to the
Mm.
stations. And so speeding is a cause, and then wrongful overtaking, which is from result from the speeding, and then the fatigue driving. And so, not quite long ago, the National Road Safety brought up a directive which states that we should ensure transport owners should ensure that they have vehicles that go beyond 8 hours. They are relay drivers by the roadside, or even in the vehicles which would change over with the drivers once they attain 8 hours of driving, so that they can rest for the next day.
Mm.
Aside that, speeding being a major, we have done a lot of collaborations, especially with the MTTD, to ensure that we reduce speed. But I'm happy my friend at GPRT Alhaji Abbas um, um, mentioned enforcement. Now, when you talk about enforcement, it is believed that the police, MTTD, and some major stakeholders or institutions in the road safety industry
Mm.
does that. But we also believe that enforcement starts with every individual who makes up
Mm.
his mind to use our roads. And
Mm.
so, if you're a driver, if you're a transport owner, if you are an operator, if you are on the road, if you're a passenger, you can help one way or
Mm.
the other to enforce these regulations. And so a driver driving at night might not meet the police on our roads, but is supposed to do the right thing and ensure that internally he has enforced the law, which says that you can't go beyond 80 kilometers per hour. And so it's about time we set up internal systems. We put in internal checks to ensure being at the terminals and even the driver plying the route, because once the police is not on the road, drivers tend to do whatever they want. And so we want them to take up the enforcement, a little bit of the enforcement themselves. We want car owners to take up a little bit of the enforcement. We want vehicle operators, transport operators.
Mm.
And so before you leave the
Mm.
terminals, you have logbooks, you've checked the logbooks, we know you are not going to speed beyond the speed limits. Instead of going 4 hours, you are not going to go 8 hours. Instead of going 8 hours, sorry, you're not going to go 4 hours, which
Right.
means you sped on our route. And so at this time, we want to advocate for internal enforcement, individual enforcement, which will complement what the police does on our road.
Very well. I mean, you've touched on my some of my giving answers to my next question, but I'm still going to go ahead and ask you this. We've identified the causes, we've identified the areas, you've mentioned enforcement, but I know that now you've transitioned from a commission to an authority, and so this confers some powers on you as an authority. What are you able to do and not do regarding road safety in the country? Are you able to organize, say, periodic sweeps or operations on some of these identified spots to ensure compliance and enforcement? Give us an idea on what the powers that you have now as an authority allows you to do.
All right. So the powers that we have now does not take us away from our traditional duty of advocacy, education, raising sensitization on road safety. And so we do that with our regulatory functions. And so as a regulator, we first of all are supposed to take a register of the transport operators in their system. And then we bring up standards and procedures to check their operations. And so we've done quite a number of them, but we need more to be done. We've done we've already started the registration process, and quite a number of them have joined the have registered on our portal. We've also set up advocated for road safety officers at the terminal to ensure that before the vehicles leave the terminals, they have undergone some sort of checks. And so there's a pre-trip inspection done on the vehicles before they leave the terminals. And so once you are registered with us, we can check whatever is going on at the terminals. We can check whether your vehicle has registered, your vehicle is has done the pre-trip inspection, and whether your driver is not speeding, because we also have a monitoring system that checks what's going on our roads. Aside the road safety officers' duty, there are a lot of directives that we have come up with. Currently, we are in talks with other agencies to ensure that there are standards on helmet usages, there are standards in other road safety. But we need to do more advocacy. We need people to buy into whatever we have put in place. We need people to join, understand or appreciate the state of the National Road Safety Authority and help us to regulate, because in as much as we are releasing compliance notices, in as much as we are bringing our regulations, once the populace is not appreciating it, it will be very difficult. National Road Safety Authority is also challenged with funds.
Right.
We need funds to carry out our programs, and so if there are funds, we believe we would have gone further than we are now.
Right. Samia, before you go, most often than not, the conversation of road crashes is centered on our highways, which are mostly outer city. But intra-city or within the cities, we also observe or witness some crashes. What are the challenges regarding these ones, and what can be done about them? We know that you have an exercise to remove, I think, billboards that are illegally sited and all that. Educate us on that as well.
Yes, vehicles within the inner cities are very, very crashes within the inner cities are quite important. I mean, we record quite a number of crashes in our inner cities. We have collaborated with the transport departments of most of the district assemblies or metropolitan assemblies to ensure that parking spaces are made available, to ensure that vehicles are regulated well, permits to operate are done in the right way. I can mention the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly and the Accra Metropolitan Assembly specifically. We have a number of engagements to ensure that we are well regulated in our inner cities. We've also identified the issue of operating on our road spaces in not only Accra and Kumasi, but most of the other places. And so National Road Safety Authority is advocating that the district take up some of these things. We have inaugurated 261 district road safety committees last year.
Wow.
And with the intention that we want to bring road safety closer to the people. And so we are in talks with the district assemblies to ensure that not only parking, we also will touch on billboards, because they give the permit as well as street lighting. And so the National Road Safety Authority is on course, is on top of our duties to ensure that the right things are done on our roads, citing these examples.
Simbiat, thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate your time and insights this morning. We're grateful to you, and we wish you well. Simbiat Ured, who is the head of corporate affairs at the National Road Safety Authority, speaking to us there via Zoom on the challenges, the major causes, and some of the areas where these road crashes are rampant, and what the authority is currently doing to help salvage the situation. I think, well, there's enough education in there, and it's good that she's spoken to us about what can be done. We need to take responsibility for our safety on the roads, and generally from all we are picking up, human error continues to dominate the major causes of road accidents in the country.
We have some messages.
I mean, I feel if you're tired, just pause for some 30 minutes, relax before you hit the road. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for other road users as well. And Una.
They're not with you. But you know, see, if you are tired, park.
Yeah.
It's better to be at the event late than to be called
than
late.
not to arrive at all and be called late. Yeah.
You understand? Just see, nobody would beat you. That contract you want to go and sign is good. If you want to get there early, leave home early.
Yeah.
And if you are driving on the road, please. We already have the roads wet today. We just as even in Accra.
Yeah.
So toddlers of reaching Osino, getting to Enyinim, getting to Setre, JJT.
Yeah.
Then you get to Nkoko area. Then you are moving to the areas that are really having a lot of trees. And the tendency of rain falling there high. So please drive carefully on the road. Somebody sent a message. Just parked cars and bad roads do not cause accidents. The driver is the problem. Sometimes I wonder if some of these drivers actually have hearts and brains. I beg to differ, because parked vehicles can cause accidents. Bad roads can equally cause accidents. Imagine you are driving on a bad road and there is a pothole. You would want to swerve this pothole just for you to get to your tie best. Or as soon as you swerve the pothole, there is an oncoming vehicle. What happens? So it's a collective approach. And also parked vehicles, most of the big trucks, they park without any sign of...
No warning, nothing.
No warning sign.
And
the triangles are sold because you have to give us warnings. If you can't...
some of them, it's just one side of the triangle.
You understand?
It's like...
and I think that because maybe my car got spoiled at a point. I mounted the triangle. An oncoming vehicle didn't see the triangle and broke it. So I'll keep that triangle on me
instead of replacing
it. But if you can't, you can cut trees. I've seen people who cut trees.
But that is not safe, because you see, the triangle has the reflector in there that is supposed to illuminate. You get it?
Maybe this one I'm talking about daytime. But in the evening, you need the triangle.
Exactly. Yes. No, at all points you need a triangle. What is prescribed is what should be used. Get you a triangle. Don't look for any other alternative. What is trees and leaves and whatever?
Who is checking the triangle?
That's why there should be implementation.
Is asking you for the 1 city, 2 city, 3 city.
You see, let's not generalize the thing like that, because it's not all of them that are asking. Some are listen. You know, the is it Road Safety Authority put out some fees and fines for certain things. The 225 recently. I drove through East Legon somewhere some 3 weeks or so back. There was an operation to ensure
the 225.
Yes. So they are actually mounted barriers. They stop you and then they check to make sure that you have everything.
Before
if you do, you are free to go. If
not,
you don't, you pay the fine.
You pay the 225.
You get it? And it's also a form of internally generated funds for the authority to be able to carry out their advocacy and, of course, education campaigns, which is very good. So I don't believe in this alternative of going to look for some leaves. Somebody actually will come and pack stones, blocks on the road.
Which is actually dangerous.
Are you the only user on the road? Your car is broken down and you want to impede traffic because your car is broken down. It is wrong. Maybe we missed a fine opportunity when there was the promulgation of the law to make towing automatic at the expense of the vehicle owner. Maybe we missed that opportunity there. Perhaps we should have re-looked at it to find a way to do it instead of having it being paid when you go to register your vehicle. Perhaps maybe on the spot. Once the car is broken down, you have maybe a 30-minute window. If you're unable to fix or move the vehicle off the road, it should be towed at your expense. You get it, and you pay for it.
And some of the areas, I don't know if the towing vehicles can anyhow, towing vehicles should be able to get to that area.
There are specific towing vehicles that can go everywhere. You understand?
Another message says, "Good morning, senior. Is it someone's salary that is used to maintain our roads?" This is a question. I used the Accra to Kumasi road yesterday. It's full of undetectable potholes, so you can't easily see them.
Exactly.
Can we close down the road and highway?
No. We can't.
I don't think we can close the Ghana
Highways
Authority.
We can only demand that they do what is expected of them.
Do we have? This person is asking a number of questions. Do we have to wait for accident to occur only to come on air and promise to reconstruct a particular road? Why do we have to go through this ordeal just to fetch our daily bread? Some of the roads cannot be patched easily, but why are they not? Okay, some of the roads can be patched easily, but why are they not doing it?
Right.
Anyway.
George from Odumse Dodoa says, good morning, sir. In fact, the tipper and taxi drivers need proper orientation, or police has to check them very, very well from Dodoa, Ashaiman Junction to Afienya. Please, we need you to advise them for us. I'm grateful for the show. This one says, hi, good morning, Channel 1. This is Tunchi from Achimota. We have a lot of inexperienced drivers coming out, especially these Uber and Yango drivers and Bolt drivers. Most of them don't have driving experience and don't know their road signs and traffic rules. Motorcyclists are the worst. They ride anyhow. It's very bad.
True.
You always have to be on the lookout for them, causing damages beyond their pockets. I'll bring you another one. This one says, time is already due where the country's leaders should ignore public opinions and implement pragmatic investments which will profit the country for long-term sustainability. Example is the new highway Accra Kumasi under consideration by President Mahama. Projects like this should be implemented under the President's special initiative urgently. And then you end with period.
Period. Good morning, host. I'm very happy that you are discussing the subject of road safety. I have been traveling to Accra and from Kumasi, and my experience is that most of the cause of the road accidents disregard.
Okay, he's suggesting that is
the drivers disregard the road laws.
Yeah.
Especially these two. Oh no, I wouldn't want to mention their names.
Exactly. Let's leave it at that.
And well, you're also saying that for the 207 Benz bus there, contemporary. Anyway, we know this, but the long and short of the issue is you should just be careful on the roads.
Yeah.
As weekend, we are going for funerals in different areas, in the villages, Kumasi, adjoining areas, to Winneba, to Aplau, to Ho, to Sunyane, to any other place. No matter what vehicle you are using, you can be using a V8, but you can still get into an accident. You can be using a Corolla, can still get into an accident. You can be using a Tico. Just that if the vehicle can get to that destination, you should just drive well so that we all be safe on the road. So that we wouldn't record another incident in another week that people have perished their lives on a major highway here.
Right. All right, there's a final one that says, good morning, Channel 1 TV. In my opinion, on the issue of road accidents, the drivers are to be blamed. Some drivers deliberately fail to adhere to road signs and listen to passengers on board their vehicles. Okay, you mentioned a specific group of drivers flying on a Aflao to Accra road are a nuisance on the road, and they carelessly drive without considering the lives they carry in their vehicles. Authorities should check these drivers en route. Aflao, that's the Aflao Sogakope Accra road. This is Desmond from Sogakope. Thank you for sending your messages in. We hope that this morning we've been of service to you. Let's bring you some entertainment, all right? Let's go enjoy a performance from Lumina.
Las mujeres bendito su fruto de tu vientre Jesús. Ave María, de gracia, bendito eres tú, et les molas las mujeres, bendito eres frutos, che bella cosa, una giornata e sole, un'aria serena dopo una tempesta, che l'aria festa pare già una festa, che bella cosa, una giornata e sole. Notte, o sole, stelle, stelle, me vuole quasi una malinconia. Sotto a finestra noia resta mia, e quando va notte, o sole, stelle, stelle.
Life can get hectic, and sometimes we forget to prioritize our well-being. That's where Vernal Mineral Water steps in. A refreshing solution packed with essential minerals, Vernal Mineral Water keeps you hydrated and balanced. Whether you're at home or work, Vernal Mineral Water is there to keep you going. Don't let a busy schedule hinder your health. Make Vernal Mineral Water a part of your daily routine. Share the love with Vernal Mineral Water, the choice for a healthy, vibrant you.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hey tech folks, Mona Lisa here. It's time to reconnect, relive and rejoice.
Tech Alumni Homecoming 2025 is happening from August 1st to 3rd and campus will be buzzing.
Friday, campus tour, mentorship sessions and innovation-filled opening and oldies jam by night.
Saturday, we walk, plant, play and glamour for dinner and awards.
And Sunday, Thanksgiving, brunch at a poolside farewell.
Mark your calendars. Tech Alumni Homecoming 2025. Reconnect, relive, rejoice.
He cheated on his wife 15 years ago, and now she's paying him back. He's lost her, but he still loves her. What should he do? Join Chris Carter and his sisters as they unpack this emotional roller coaster on Sister Sister, where real stories meet raw truth.
Dear sisters, 15 years ago, I cheated on my wife. I'm not proud of it, but I was deeply unhappy in the marriage. After the affair, I tried to make amends, planned vacations, romantic gestures, anything to bring the spark back. On one of our trips, she met a woman. Let's call her Jane. Lately, I also met someone new. She's kind, warm, and I find myself falling for her. Sisters, I'm stuck between holding on and letting go. Please, what should I do?
Now, to top it all up, now this guy too, you've also met somebody again.
Yeah.
That you also fancy.
Yeah.
Then it means that there's a problem
You're not
fundamentally with the marriage.
Sometimes you think that those things, the material parts, material things, makes it easy for you to let go of the pain. But it goes deeper than that.
We keep saying here that it builds a lot of resentment, toxicity inside of you. It makes you an awful person for you to keep it in you.
This Friday at 9 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV. Sister Sister, real stories, real women, real talk. Sister Sister is proudly sponsored by Gino. Gino truly cares.
I'm in a Lumba, they are big boom. Almo, they are big boom. Edda do na musum. Edda na musum. Don't know better than the Friamotuam. The Friamotuam. I bless to Spanium Ninjingum. My Ninjingum.
We are more for the time with this one. Daddy, Lumba. This is dedicated to God for you now all around the world. But if you way up, go. You know, been through wow. Bianco Matio, or down me, I'm dear Washino. See, no, Bianca be so poor. Or down me, I'm or down me, I'm money, I'm Washino. No, Biam. Counts through more. And she won my dog away, count young boy. My year no biddy, Cecilia, no bia, Jimmy, a boss, why no bia. Me who you know about or don't me don't know anything, or don't fancy when you're me for, or don't see me the look. Oh, hi, bunny. Oh, hi, bunny. Oh, hi, bunny. If you see money, papi, yeah. My boy, man, no, yeah, but then my yeah, and it's to me now, so I have you. Was a sea so quiet. Lumba, baby, to me so poor. Madame, be a befa, or down me a money, a machine, no, be cows through more. And she wore my young work, young woman. My year no be dear, Cecilia, no be a Jimmy, a boss, why no be a was a sea, so no. Mommy, I'm a sad and see a boy. Stringy Bensi, Mammy, and no see, no say, I didn't see more feet, a Benatia, go zero, go near. I
say back me. About the sign now flash me. Me do space now buzz me. We shall be base now tax me. Give me space now rush me. Me beam him now partner. No. Me pem now pada. No. Me chim now pasha. No. Because she now paria. No. Okay bra na maswaya sha with ya boku so crack ko sampo bachi. Okay bra na mini do me shall flow when the pemu na wo twetwe. Okay bra na fa me nya hwe wo hyehyɛ. When we say na ma hete. Also radio rap data. Also TV rap data. We see chroma rap data. I feel now person won't samba. Say so be a Jimmy come say me ama manya basa. I be a Thomas so wama. Show me kwame and me need daddy Lumba.
Charles Kojofosu.
Lumba.
Charles Kojofosu.
Amazing one. So when I heard the news last Saturday, I just couldn't believe it. I was asking myself, it's one of these messages that you receive and you're like, oh, it's a lie, it's a rumor. People are trying to do their own thing this time around and all that. Then later in the day, there was an official statement from the council or a lawyer of the family. Like, whoa, we have really lost a legend. Actually, people I was with, they were like, you know what, Charlie, Lumba has really made us sad. Why this time round? He's gone too soon and all that. But Charlie...
one thing about him is that his music actually transcends to a lot of generations and to a lot of countries. Because I grew up listening to Lumba. I was in Nigeria when the news broke. So I was like, that was last weekend. So I didn't even know what was going on. Somebody texted me, have you heard? I'm like, what's going on again?
It's a very sad
It's like, like in Ghana, look, I said, no, it's a lie. Until I see our platform post it. And then later I saw it. I even had to call my dad at that moment. I was like, Daddy, you know the songs that we used to listen to? That I was like, yes, now Daddy Lumba, the one with the Jerry Calls and used to braid his hair. I say, yeah, he's gone. He's
gone.
I say, that's,
so sad. It's sad. It's really sad. And for me, it's the outpouring of love has been massive. Okay, between last Saturday and now, even if you drive past someone and their glasses are down, it is Lumba they are playing in their car.
Right.
If you go past a what we call beer bar, drinking
Lumba,
it is a Lumba.
Yeah.
All right. If you go to a pub in the evening, it is Lumba.
Yeah. And if you actually pick up your streaming platform, your phone and check out the streaming platforms, so many different playlists of him.
Listen, the guy officially had 33 albums, I think, and over 200 songs. Now, these are the released ones. You should see
the ones we know.
The catalog of unreleased songs. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And it's heartbreaking that we have to lose such a legend at this time.
Yeah,
you see, because now there's a lot of modernization that affords us a lot of opportunities to continue celebrating some of these great achievers or creatives. And it's unfortunate that, like I keep saying, at the time that you are supposed to perhaps enjoy the fruits of your labor the most, unfortunately, that is when you bow out.
Right.
And it's quite heartbreaking.
And for me, I just want to add that it's important that we, with all this happening, with even the lady that sang Pretty Little Baby, she also blew up when just last month, and she died. So I feel like it's important that as human beings, that if we like someone, if we think the person has really contributed to a certain industry, let's keep celebrating them. Let's keep celebrating. Let them feel that they are loved. You understand? Not when they are gone, we all start saying, you know, okay, this and that, you know. Come on, let's reverse our...
For someone like Lumba, I can say he's one of the most celebrated artists in this country. 2000, that's the first Ghana Music Awards. He picked up Artist of the Year, Album of the Year, Most Popular Song of the Year.
Wow.
He repeated same, I think, 2003, and then he did same again 2015 or so. But in 2008, the state honored him. So a national award was conferred on him. And so officially, he's... how do you call it? A national treasure. And so for me, I think Ghana has recognized Lumba enough. What for me is missing is maybe a system to document the history of Lumba. We need a national archive on people like Lumba. There should be a monument, something significant that, okay, I know that this is a landed property, a particular location. If I walk through, I have access to everything Lumba. So maybe a mini museum or something. I walk to this museum and I have access to Lumba. His catalogs, when he began music some 36 years ago, everything about him, the shows he's played, and some of his, you know, profound statements or even catchy lines in some of his songs. Some of these things can be picked or teased out, and then, you know, it gives you a better idea of how we're celebrating our greats.
Anyway.
But if we live in Hagen like that, I mean...
Sad. You can also join us out there. We have our first caller who is joining us to share his or her fondest memories of Daddy Lumba Charles Kojofusu. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
I trust you are doing well.
Yes, please. How are you guys?
I'm doing good. Your name?
I'm Precious calling from assignment.
Okay, let's hear from you.
That day, that 22 July was my birthday, and we were actually playing his music before we heard the news. So from that day, I've been down, and I don't know what to do again. Like, that man was a legend. I pray God gives him a better place to rest. Thank you guys. You guys
Which of the Lumba songs can you sing?
Ghana, oh God, I forgot to do this. I think I miss Ghana, like that song. I really love that song. And one song, sorry.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. You can also join us out there and with your message and also the phone lines. The one song I really like is Yeni Usrekwa.
Yeni Usrekwa, Yendo.
And it tells a lot of things. Like, you can see people, you see the politicians, we laugh with them, but no, we are not after war, we are after their money. You see the big man out there, no, we are just laughing with you. You see a colleague, the colleague is just smiling with you. You see a family member, the family member is just smiling with you. So it talks about the hypocrites. How hypocrites human being is. And I think
that... What is the hypocrite, or maybe how we think, how everybody is our acquaintances and not friends.
Because of what we will get. Because of what we will get from you. That's how come we are close to you.
For me,
he's really thought a lot of
you wouldn't find the right words to describe Lumba. That's the thing. His voice echoes our story, and his music most often reflects the Ghanaian experience. So you find Lumba singing about heartbreak. Lumba is singing about culture. Lumba is singing about money. Sika ebi yefi. Lumba is singing about spirituality. Jesus,
yes.
Lumba is singing about morality.
Exactly.
Like,
and even
so he's all
he even sang for politics.
And there's so much contradiction in his. I think he's a music genius, right? But it's evident in his own contradictions because he drops Mesum Jesus. And you people think that Lumba
does
gospel.
his own thing.
No, we don't go buy Lumba. Okay, I'll give you what you like. Then he drops Abenwaha.
All right, so we have another caller. Emmanuel is on the line. Hi, Emmanuel.
Hello, madam.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Yeah.
All right, so can you share your fondest moment?
Yeah, I'm Iman. I'm calling for listening with you, you know.
Okay. So, Emmanuel, go ahead.
The time I heard Lumba start out.
Okay.
But I haven't been okay at all. But, meeting can be, madam. You Lumba. Oh. I'm in funny currency. And I love one is a song, Adakatia.
Okay.
Oh, madam. In fact.
Sing a line for us.
The song,
sing one line
from the song. Adakatia, like I don't know the lyrics. I just said
so you need to show Lumba proper love.
Yeah, you need to show Lumba proper.
It's easy.
Yeah, we can understand. We are all mourning.
Yeah.
We're all mourning, and every year, when you think about it, right, and this is how much it hits me, and I make reference to it because I actually share the same birth date with Lumba.
Oh,
yes, I'm a 29th September.
September.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you actually celebrate your birthday with him?
Lumba, yeah. Every year. Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
That's why you like music?
You know the funny thing? I share birthday with Lumba, and then I share name with one of our greats who is also late now, Nana
Tufo.
You get it?
Yeah.
So maybe
I think you should enter into music. You should enter into music.
Well, let's go over the phone lines and speak to another caller. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling us.
Good morning. My name is Wisdom. I'm calling from Asani Town.
Wisdom.
Yeah, man.
Right. Wisdom, please go ahead.
Oh, okay. Sadly, on that same day too, one of my grandmothers were celebrating her birthday. So we were with her at Kaswa.
Okay.
Then one of my sisters came and said, Wisdom, you shouldn't go. I'm so bad. And then you give me about the piano. And that time we were playing Aquanuma, and my grandmother was singing it.
Aquanuma, you make a problem for you. You make me, yeah. Memories are now, Miko.
My grandmother used to say,
Charlie.
That was my grandmother was a retired pensioner. She said,
yeah.
The food to her, the money.
Yeah, sure.
Aquanuma, you make a problem for you. Any amazing media. And this one, Castle. And yet, you can't hear. We ain't seen you. You can't never penny Danny Abu Frau. Is that their head allergy?
Yeah.
I've made up my mind that I'll never be poor.
You make money.
Yeah, inshallah. But make legit money, you don't go and do it.
Legit money, but I'll make sure that.
Yeah.
Because I went for a funeral, they were playing one song, one of my uncles were parking church, and I was like, hey, I'm going to park in Konyani too. And my uncle said, no, coffee. I coffee, but you can see on Wiska. And I said, Lumba, you know, Juma.
Wow. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, grateful. Yeah.
All right, you saying.
So like you were saying, Lumba has song for every occasion, every situation, everything. The different phases of life.
Lumba transcended genres.
You find it there.
Transcended generations. Transcended emotions. Transcended spirituality.
Yeah.
Like Lumba has a song for everything.
Yeah.
And with all that, do you realize that he had like good sense of style?
Oh yeah.
He was like a trendsetter. He actually set his own trend when it comes to style, from his hair to what he wears.
I tell you what.
You know, everything.
I tell you what. If had been anyone else, Ghanaians would have trolled him till he dropped that hairstyle.
Yeah.
But it's Lumba, so nobody dared talk about his hair.
So that what make him a trendsetter when it comes to the fashion part.
Yeah.
Because he
He's
knew what
unique
he
in his own
wanted
ways.
exactly.
This is me, and from the days of the punk.
Yeah.
You
To the
understand?
Jerry curls,
The punk to the Jerry curls, then he started the braiding.
The braiding.
And he's kept true to that signature hairstyle till now. Listen, there's a time that I saw Lumba at the airport, and Lumba's braids came all the way to his scalf.
Oh, really? Wow. Sarah from Nima. Good morning.
Hello.
Sarah, good morning.
Hello, Sharon.
Okay, let's hear from you.
I called on. Hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. We've lost a great person.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've lost a great one. And one of his favorite songs I like was Ejabitiase.
Can you sing it?
And he will forever remain with us. Yeah.
Can you sing the favorite song?
Ejabitiase.
Can you sing it?
Sing it.
The lyrics are, but yes, I do go along with it when playing. Yeah.
Right.
Will you be at the vigil tomorrow?
Maybe if work permits me.
But
I
you'll
will
be there. Okay,
Right.
that's fine. Thank you so much. Grateful for your time.
You see the magic of Lumba's music. The magic of Lumba's music is that you're listening when it's playing. You think you know the song. You think you can sing it
until the music is off.
The music stops.
But you know that you can't continue.
Don't know the lyrics.
Yes, you only know one line.
And in certain instances, he's saying one thing, but he means another.
Another, yeah.
I mean, it's just the dexterity. It's flawless.
Yeah.
And you can't get it from anyone else except Charles Kojo.
All right, we actually have some messages here. That the Lumba, Chantel from Nungwa, the DL himself.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear Enshiwo, then I'm just smiling.
You know that one?
Enshiwo against.
Yes, I know it. I know it. And then I start smiling all over the place. And the song is the soundtrack to some memories for me. Ooh. And then Eric Ofe from Bubwashi. Me, I'm not angry about his passing, though it's a bit sad. My thing is that it gives this extra level of weight to his music.
Yeah.
The work of great artists outlive them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So even though he's gone, his work is always going to be there.
Oh, Master Planner from Kintampo. Good morning, boss.
Good morning, boss.
How's it going?
Another 2 to 4.
I trust your word this morning.
They should give you the mic. Yeah, you already have the mic.
The one I can jam with.
you only need beats.
Yeah.
I hope all is well.
All is well. All is well. How about you?
I'm the everything is fine.
Great.
Let me commend you for the human job you are doing.
Thank you so much.
Together
Thank
with
you.
the other panel members, and then your production team. I know they are back there doing all the work. You are on screens that you see.
Yeah, they are the real MVPs. They put in all the work for us to come sit on here. Yeah.
God bless them abundantly. And I think Channel 1 TV are really doing a fantastic job for keeping us updated on Daddy Lumba's things. God bless you all.
Thank you so much.
You see, Daddy Lumba, as you rightly said, when his song is playing, you may think that, I can sing. But when they pause, you'll be fumbling. And when you are listening to his song, it's like you are watching movie. It's real life story. It tells a story of one person or the other.
Yeah.
We've really lost a big legend. We are praying that we will get somebody who will try his best to do something sort of Daddy Lumba. But I don't think we will get a replacement for Daddy Lumba in the history of Ghana.
Right. But Master Planner, I have a question for you. How do you think we can preserve Lumba's legacy?
I think we have to get a museum. Not just for only Daddy Lumba, but all the legends.
Yeah.
Yes. So that you have their tracks, if it's going to be in the form of pen drive, their video clips, and we can even create a YouTube channel for Daddy Lumba, so that all his songs, hit songs, will be uploaded there. Anytime you want to watch, you can go and then watch. That channel should only be Daddy Lumba's songs. We can do that to preserve what he has left for us, because there's a saying in our language that although he's gone, but his voice will still remain.
Right. Master Planner, thank you so much, and we wish you well.
Thank you too. Wish you well.
Good to hear from you. You know, he's been texting into the show since. Yeah, it's good to hear his voice today.
And actually, for the museum, it's very important. We need it.
We need a museum for the creators.
Because we've like Joel Aka.
Yeah.
We've lost him. We've lost
Joel Aka.
A number of
Nanatufo.
Yes.
Now Lumba.
Exactly.
So many of them.
And you know, I feel like also it's important when we start allowing, or maybe we need more authors that will write about these people.
Yeah.
You understand? Because it's something that actually also helps preserve the legacy of the person. Because there's actually one library here in Ghana. It's a music library. And that's by the Khan Foundation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I didn't really know there was something like a music library here until I went to that place. Everything, all the books there was music. It's like everything, music, all kinds of music. So it's a music library. So if whoever, or maybe the government can actually go there and see it, they might actually replicate the same thing, but in a museum form.
Very beautiful.
For music,
We really need to do it. We have Dominic from Yaniba. Dominic, good morning.
Good morning, bro.
Let's hear from you.
By grace, we are good.
Good.
And first of all, I want to thank CTFM for bringing us, giving us the most important item to discuss all the time. I was so happy when I tuned into Bernard's show and I realized they were discussing that on the big issue or something. Nana.
Yes, boss.
With that, the Lumba, what I say, just you know, you are proposing something like a museum or something, but in actual sense, we can't contain Lumba's legacy in a building or something. We have them in our hearts. And that's what I can say. And thank you once again.
Wow, I like that, and I think I agree with you. The best way to celebrate him is in our hearts.
My favorite to that his song we have. I don't know if I.
Go ahead.
There's one Matodum and Mikasori, my most favorite.
Can you sing?
Can you sing it?
A line or two.
One Matodum. Okay. Let me see.
You have to clear your throat.
I say, it's a Benedido.
Yeah.
Mami family. It's a Benedido. Mami family. It's a Benedido. 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 It's way it's your friend or Dodia.
Yeah.
It's way it's your friend or Dodia. Matodomo. No being.
Wow, Dominic.
You qualify for Voice Factory.
Thank you so much.
Dominic, that's
the thing I'm talking about. You know what he's saying there?
What was he saying?
Which water is named love?
Oh, okay. Nsuo Benedido.
Nsuo Benedido.
Oh, okay.
Marvin Tomu.
And there was one to Shabirare. You see? That is true.
Some girls are dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous.
The man has a lot of music.
It actually inspires me. I like it.
Has a lot of songs.
I feel like that's the music of my life.
Is it?
Some girls are dangerous.
Wow. George from Misomedoaji, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Let's hear from you, George.
I'm very, very. I want to thank you for what you are doing this morning.
Right.
Lumba is my fan.
Okay.
And especially when you talk about Lumba's music, when it comes to Samadreji, he himself, anytime he releases an album and going to Kumasi, he has to stop at Agreji to deliver some CDs to his friends over there.
Right.
Wow.
So in Samadreji is the people they have played that Lumba song severally. And one of the music Lumba song, that's Yemfa Odo. I want all Ghanaians to listen to that music, the lyrics inside very, very well. You understand that Lumba sang that song music for himself. including organ.
Right.
You know the lyrics. The Tlabakosem Trey say, Confano Tibi Memua. No, your one when I'm not Tibiabodi and Kubika the Danoa. I'm not Sokoje Adoe Draba. I'm not Konas Wama. You're the between fool. If you listen to that music, or see that Kumoba Sorianopa, Mobeti say, me won't say my PSA daddy Daya one sorry. A banner sa, Munya Butia, Munya the moon pet a ginasa. A ginasa is a club.
Yeah.
Namufra, yeah, ginasa is a club.
Yeah.
So if you listen to that young for don't music very well, you understand that the man is a prophet.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's I don't see him as a human being. Truly, because I know him personally. The time we are in Adredi, he used to pass there with her mother and Akusha Sewa. And he used to share money to Adredi people too, because now he loved the town very, very well. So what about the man? I don't know what to say again.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we actually have some messages.
One.
Sonia Kublenu from DC. Fine girl, fine girl. Hey, that is my jam any day, anytime. If I say the things the song has inspired me to do, I think I will just implicate myself.
Hey, maybe we need to know what the song has inspired you to do.
Christopher from Teshi. When I saw the Michael Jackson verse, Daddy Lumba trend, I was so pissed and annoyed. The person just passed, and your first instinct is to start a comparison game.
Yeah.
God forgive them all. Why? Nah, Daddy Lumba is the reason to be happy. Yeah. So we have some more, but then.
No, let's drop that song. Let's drop that song. You watch this, enjoy this, and you understand why we describe Lumba in the way we describe him. Enjoy. Hey, Lumba, this guy
has a lot of
this
songs
guy.
for every occasion.
But you see, one thing I'm afraid of is that you see, in celebrating Lumba, we might end up celebrating his music and not him as a person.
Yeah,
true. So that's why I think it's important to actually have a place that reminds us.
Because at the end of the day, actually, it's actually difficult to separate him,
the
personality from the music.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we can't sit here and claim Lumba was a saint. As human as he is,
you have your flaws.
At some point. You get it. But you see, a legend is a legend.
Yeah.
What he has done, that is out there for all of us to see and know and experience. The lives he has touched through his music and his works, I think is what should be worth mentioning at this point.
Right.
I mean, all the comparisons we are hearing, we can have that conversation
D.O.N. and MJ.
Another time. I don't think there's a right period
for this
type of comparison.
Right.
Because you see, if we want to talk about Lumba, we will not have enough time on this show. You understand? We can discuss Lumba's fashion sense. We can discuss Lumba's looks. We can discuss Lumba's taste. We can discuss his strengths. And the type of music where you feel him naturally flowing and other genres where he appears to struggle. So, I mean, we can single out topics to discuss, and we'll need a full day to do that.
And this is not to cut you. There is Kwame from Osu also joining the show this morning. Kwame, let's hear from you.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
In fact, Nana is too deep. Nana is too deep. He captured everything with Lumba.
Just so you know, he celebrates the same the date, the birthday. So for all you know, is Lumba.
Maybe I should have been Lumba's son.
Incarnated.
I mentioning that if I know it's too I don't know if I can make this request.
Go ahead.
There is a guy DJ K.
What?
DJ K. I don't know if you can have invite him for a show to also help us digest this.
Right.
You can speak to our producers on that, and I'm sure we'll see what we can do about it. But how can we keep or preserve Lumba's legacy?
Lumba. I'm still thinking what to do. I just heard the caller calling that we can't contain Lumba. The person is right. Right. So we're still digesting the way to do that.
But which of his songs do you like most? Favorite for you?
Nicole Asori. Nicole Asori was it? Not a different title, but I don't know that. Go to check it. But I actually title it Nicole Asori.
Right.
You really go to church. Anyway, thank you so much.
So we actually have some messages here.
Wait, like Nana was saying. That's what he's saying, though.
But
he's saying something else.
There's a deeper meaning. You get it. And another thing also is that there's always a catchphrase in the song, and so we tend to name the song after
the catchphrase. Exactly.
So most people don't know the title of the songs
like
they enjoy.
Sorry, you go to church, but there is a deeper meaning to it.
Exactly, and there's an actual title of that song.
Wow. Anyway, messages.
Yeah, we have some messages here. I am Vasco da Gama from Tema Community 3.
Vasco da Gama.
Yes.
The patient. Okay, it's okay.
Our greatest of all time has fallen. His song Numso Tren Ope.
Oh,
Numso Tren Ope.
Okay. His song Numso Tren Ope has been my favorite and motivational song. Every time I wake up from bed, may his soul rest in peace. And Pius from Ablekuma. Some girls are dangerous. Thank you, Chris, for raising that song. Funny enough, I found this song as soon as I started having suspicions of my girlfriend. Low and behold,
some girls are dangerous.
Some girls are dangerous.
True.
And another one says it's amazing to know that Noma was released in 1990. His age after that was 60, and if you do the math, he was 25 years.
Wow.
My issue is, how was he able to get those words from as young as 25 years? Lumba is a genius, and I'm happy to have been born in the 80s to hear more of his music. God give him eternal rest. Good morning. I'm Joe Cole Jr. from Obuasi. Do we have a caller? We actually have a caller, right?
Yeah, we have a caller. We understand his
So
Dodowa calling from of Insawam.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Master, explain what is happening here. Dodowa from Insawam.
Exactly. So my name is Dodowa.
Where did you get the Dodowa from?
I was a footballer named Dodowa. I scored the only goal sometimes back.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was named Dodowa. So in my political career, my school, everything, when it comes to drama, you say Dodowa. Everyone knows me.
We'll relocate you to Dodowa.
Right. But I know Dodowa very well.
Oh, great.
Yeah, because of the name, I went there for a tour.
Okay.
Just to look at the town and come back.
Nice. Talk to us about Lumba. What would you miss about him the most?
Ghana has lost a legend. Ghana has lost everything. I recall when I was growing up, I lived with my uncle. And my uncle's wife is Teresa. And anytime there was a misunderstanding, you see the man who go and put in there. That time was a
Teresa.
What is it?
Oh, Ghana has lost a great legend.
True.
Ghana has lost a group. May he so rest in peace. I also push for those who were calling for the state burial. I think this is the hard time we should celebrate our legends. We shouldn't wait for them to die before we come and then blah, 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 blah. No. You see, you can look at these footballers, how their life goes, the musicians, the actors. In fact, there should be a statutory something that we can build and then make sure we honor those people while they are alive. But Lumba, I have nothing more to say, just that we lost a great gem.
Sure.
God be with you.
Thank you so much, Dodowa. And
thank you.
Our regards. Yeah, thank you so much. I think, he's spot on with this one. But you see, one thing I would wish, especially for those who are still living, is to begin to document themselves.
Yeah.
So there will be something to fall on.
Exactly, document
the events that they pass on.
They
should begin to document themselves.
Let's get a production house. They can do a documentary on you, go to your village, speak to people and all that, so that it helps.
Yes, but you see, that is what the advantage of social media is. It actually gives you a chance to put out those documents without having to pay so much, the heavy load of calling a whole production house. You could actually do it solo. You could actually do a vlog. You can start somewhere. You understand?
I don't know if they still have because the time that they started their music, they used to play what we call the gramophone power. Do they still have those records? Do they have the plates? Do they have all that? That's why we need to have them document themselves. If you still have it at home, at least let's have a documentary on some of this. But let's speak to Evans. Evans from Obuasi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I trust you're well.
I'm doing very well.
Charles Kojofosu, Daddy Lumba, the legend is no more. What are your thoughts? How can we preserve his legacy?
This is so sad. Actually, he has been my favorite. From day one, I started listening to his music and then got attached. He's been an inspiration from Ankwanoma to Mato Domu. Like those, that Lumba is a great legend. Honestly, he deserves a state barrier. To be honest, I love Daddy Lumba. Like, my words are even crashing down. I don't even know what to say again.
Yeah, we can understand. Your pain.
We lost a great legend.
Indeed.
We lost a great legend.
Indeed. Right. Thank you so much for calling us.
I really love this song that
Which
I would love to. GDO. I really love that song too much.
Right.
I na kona busi ai. Ade pa ba fi enti mo mpa na mo di sunsun ba ade pagui. I na kona busi ai. Ade pa ba fi enti mo mpa na mo di sunsun ba ade pagui. Kojo na nyame ni ao misua muma misu kojo na nyame ni ao misua muma misu chasi na nyame ni ao misabra ni edina na diencha adani mi akusia koko pu mese afi besu se ya na mensu wow. Rest in peace, Daddy Lumba.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Very good one there.
That was a good one.
Yeah, very good one. He had got me emotional.
Yeah, I mean, that calls for the state's burial. We've heard the state say that they will support in giving him a befitting burial.
State-assisted burial.
Exactly. We don't have in clear text, on clear words that
what that means,
a state burial. But in all of this, there'll be conference with the family and a decision will be taken. But what I'm saying is that irrespective of how the burial and where it will happen, there will be funerals across the world.
Of course.
The people in Germany will do their own funeral.
I think US has some
people in US will do their own. The Nigerian people will do their own.
Yes.
Davido was playing a show on the day it happened. He paused momentarily because of Daddy Lumba.
In Canada.
Yeah. You get it? So there'll be funerals worldwide. He will be celebrated and properly mourned. You understand? Because, of course, he is Daddy Lumba.
Right.
Some of the things I'm hearing from listeners for the very first time, how he has really transformed and also influenced their lives. You know, we have another caller on the line.
Ishmael.
Hello?
Yes, madam.
Yeah.
Hi, Ishmael.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ishmael. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Takrady.
All right. So, Ishmael, you can join the show.
Okay, so I'm a very young guy. I didn't have the chance to listen to Daddy Lumba that much. But you see, anytime we are discussing about this, our entertainment gurus and our footballers, we intend to say they don't document their lives, blah blah blah. We say a lot. But you see, upon this Daddy Lumba demise, I got to realize the man even documented his life before passing on. Yes, I am young. I am not privileged to all his songs, but if you listen to his songs back to back, he mentioned where he is from, his mother, those who helped him, like literally everybody and everything that. So listen, this song that he said, if you are listening to the song, you might think he just sang the song a day before he passed on. But he did the song years ago.
Yeah, somewhere 1990.
Somewhere 1990.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was listening, like I was just passing by a pharmacy shop and they were playing the song. I just stood there and I was crying. The only question I asked myself, like, how did this man get to sit down and say, I will die one day, this thing will happen, so I have to do this? Like, come on. If some people say they see him as their God in music, yes, they have every right to do that, cause man, Nana to foresee. Sometimes we yes, I know it will cost a lot to say you are documenting somebody like this, and I know he's an indoor person and stuff. But what do the media houses also do to help these people? Yes, he's an indoor person. Daddy Lumba, you are an asset to the state. So whether you like it or not, your life must be documented so that you will display your after in a museum. Whether you like it or not. Recently, I just heard Mr. A+ saying that His Excellency wanted to reach out to him, and because of his indoor type and stuff. How can a president say they are reaching out? What effort did the presidency put in?
Yeah, you can understand that he's also not been well for some time now. So.
Yes, we understand he's an indoor person. Yes, we understand. But you see, so
this theater house and those old musicians that they are making noise and this singer and that. What did you do?
Right.
I think point
well made, and we agree with you entirely. I think we all need to do more. Yeah. And when you see, like he's explaining, indeed, they documented themselves through their music.
Yeah.
Okay. If you listen to the lyrics of the songs, when he sings and he speaks about a cornerback or a corner bush, I should tell you where he's coming from, which clan he belongs to. All right. If he mentions maybe Bantama Bronosu, he should tell you where he's lived and he's grown and all that. He makes reference to his mother's name in some of his songs. The reason we understand is about his high school sweethearts be from somewhere. You get it. So but what we're asking for is like they should document their lives so that we can see the Charles Kojofosu, who he is and who is Daddy Lumba.
So with that, I think it's also very important for each of the musicians and their team to be open to such suggestions. Because I remember when I was actively producing, I was behind the scene before on TV, obviously. What I was into for like a particular company when we sold content to outside, of Ghana. I actually reached out to one of the musicians. Let's do something because I just had recently watched Beyonce's Beyonce's performance. But let's talk to this person first and then we go. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hello, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Joseph from Takrady.
Hi, Joseph. Thank you for calling. And Joseph, how do you feel now and what are some of your fondest memories when it comes to Daddy Lumba?
Well, I want to first appreciate all of you for the good job done. In fact,
thank you. Thank you.
Takrady the Daddy Lumba Day. You know that you're sorry, Penasamba, Okobebia, Yabonin, na masen bi saying there owo mofama na oni ba why na ono so ebetuma atoni at least why to the this ebetuma aband why the Lumba rhymes or theater oni was but none ba e pick up na olubo no djuma otori bi onso no Lumba nanga so oni ba bia wo e bia na ebetum at least the way you know with the actual national talent you're doing and also already made the money can give it the way I will get in panel
right
the baby pick up a bobo apa na method the minimum make pan in Samba in fact in some no war in the minimum the Lumba realize I mean the sacrifice of women and as a walk for us.
Yeah.
Me bopa you mam to me should have the speakers outside now me bodama if the minimum the one bomb na so I don't pay the one bomb mama it is the minimum
yeah, we'll see what we can do about that. We'll see what we can do about that. Well, thank you so much for calling us. So he's basically asking if Lumba has any children who are currently of age and can also sing.
Yeah, someone, I think probably he sent a message. Someone also sent the same message. Like if the person is there, let's support the person.
Yeah, I mean, it's not every time that the gift is passed on in same manner. You understand? His children might be talented in other fields and maybe excelling elsewhere, but they may not necessarily be able to toe the same line.
They might not be prophetic like him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You understand?
It's almost the same thing like Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Bob Marley can sing. He was a bit prophetic. There was something about him. But
his children are singing, but they are not necessarily. They don't have what.
They don't have that thing.
But you know, the third generation of Malians are crazy, right?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
They're coming up.
Bob Marley's grandchildren.
They're actually better than
they're better than their parents.
Yeah.
So the grandchildren are better than Bob Marley's children.
Yeah.
Just give time some time.
Give time some time.
You'd love them.
We have another caller on the line. Good morning. Where are you calling from? Your name?
Onana Ose calling from Oboko.
Okay, let's hear from you.
I'm going to look at.
Okay.
Lumba, Ghana. Idea, yes, a dimmer, and I see me papa dimmer Ghana. You can't take music and an empathy. You support him. The number you must be. Master, Ukobo, I'm happy to see our community in the Rebel. Rebel who passed
I can't say no. Maybe order.
Your line is breaking. Yeah,
kindly reposition yourself so we can hear you clearly.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, it's better now. Yes, please.
When you go to Boko attack now and see the place they burning on the answer, they may get the president. Master, a yareho. Come on, I'm pretty strong. I am mommy and Cassia. Or Maya, who are young town, Master, a man who won't on the front. Nobody up there. Mommy and Pija, yes, near the task I am putting for Kaka Kunumone, every country, young Kaka. Musana, 2 minutes, no. The title of it, and I could join to Unity, and you could join to Nima who can know. But to see could join to Nimono, and all the excellent there, or the bonnet black.
True.
If you are putting for a bonnet, I put you on you, a full turning cruncher on you. Do me and carry a young before your money. Why, the someone. Now, Lumba, Lumba, one, a kind of hand. Oh, ye yaka control. Now, 111. It might be dangerous.
Yeah. What you have to be aware?
Oh, it might be dangerous. Before account, me can't say your account.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling us. That's it.
I'm sure he's talking about the graveyard of
Nanampedu. Where he was buried
it's
and
not
the
looking,
state in which
it's not looking good.
You see, these are some of our flaws. These are some the ways, some of the ways where we get it wrong.
But you know, it can be a tourist site actually.
It can be. Like I'm saying, listen, just.
Maybe they should have a place that they'll bury all the prominent people.
You understand?
Yeah, so that we know that we have this graveyard for prominent people. So you point at this person's grave, this person's grave, this person's grave.
Unless there's an agreement between the family and the state for that to happen, because
yeah.
The body
and he actually has a song on that.
Yeah. The body belongs to the family. And sometimes the family wants to bury close to them. You get it? But I'm saying that even if we allow them to bury close to them, right? Let's create a monument.
Yeah.
This is where the remains of Nanampedu is. This is an archive documenting his works. Something to tell us the state of mind when he wrote this particular song.
You see, the thing is that even the families do not understand how important this person is. Do you understand? Because it's human nature.
Yeah.
Like Nigerians will say, it's see finish. See finish is
see you every night.
Yeah, you see you every day. So they don't see you finish. Do you understand? So it's a see finish syndrome that disturbs the family. They don't realize how important this person is actually. They actually underestimate you because they see you every day.
Yeah.
This is our child every day. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I think it's also about, families knowing that if people like this, you don't even need to be people like anyhow. Let's respect the dead sometimes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it.
I think we have another caller on the line.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name, sir?
Emmanuel Bogoso.
Okay, let's hear from you.
Oh, okay. I'm very, very, very sad. Although I'm young, but I'm very sad to the extent that, let's see, Daddy Lumba at the age of 30 was when I was born. I'm at the age of 30, but listening to a lot of songs about Daddy Lumba. And when I heard he's gone, I'm very, very sad.
Okay.
You see, we have celebrities. But for the celebrities, you see, if you remember John the Baptist, when he was baptizing, he was saying that he is baptizing you in this river Jordan. There is someone coming. He was
baptizing with the Holy Spirit.
Now, Jesus Christ. So we have a lot of celebrities in Ghana, but Daddy Lumba is exceptional.
Right.
He's exceptional to the extent that he needs a state barrier.
All right.
One of his songs that I like most is Panorama. Anytime I hear the song, wherever I'm going, even if I'm going to church, I will be there for the song to end before I continue my journey.
Yeah.
I like that song very, very, very much. Panorama.
Yeah.
May his soul rest in perfect peace.
Thank you. Grateful.
Right.
Wow.
So talking about the documentation, I think teams of these musicians should actually be open to listen to people that have ideas. Because you might not have the idea, but someone actually sees the future. Because I told you, like, we actually proposed to this person who's just a female musician, but now it's not like.
Oh yeah,
do you understand? and they didn't see the importance. Sometimes you are waiting for the Netflix, the Prime to come and tell you to do it. No, when you actually start it, they will be interested and pay you more. But if they come to you, you are going to be paid what they give you, even though it's your story, and they get to tell your story instead of you telling your own story.
I'll tell you a crazy story. There's he's more like a filmmaker. But let's go on the phone lines. When we come back there, I'll tell you the story. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Anna.
Yes, I trust you're well.
Yeah, I'm good.
Right. Talk to us about Daddy Lumba.
Yeah, Dominic here again.
Hi, Dominic.
Dropped earlier on.
Right.
Yeah, I was in short, I think, for connecting to the reason why you are discussing in the way to preserve Lumba's the name. I think to me the best thing is to understand the reason why he wrote some songs. Because this thing in him is the story behind the hymn. It really puts, it really touches, and you really understand what it means, and that is what I'm calling for.
Right, Dominic. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So what I'm saying is, so I think was it David Nicole? I think so. So they wanted to do a production, right, to document, I think, the evolution of, hip life or so. I've forgotten. It's a long while since I read this thing. They contacted one of the artists. The artist asked to be paid.
It's always like that. Even if you call them for TV interviews. I'm calling you for TV interview, giving you a platform, you want to be paid.
Before you come.
And people are making the argument that, of course, by it, when you're done with your production, you go. But I'm saying that there's value in documenting your story.
Yes.
And it needs to be done now. Let's see the evolution of when you started, okay? From the gramophone, the record days, before even transitioning to cassette days, before CD days, and now that everything is online.
Look at sports.
Take us through it.
Look at sports.
You understand? Let's know the history, your journey. And then when you are not behind the microphone as Lumba, who are you as Charles Kojofosu? So we know all this. We're able to marry the two personalities together, and then we better appreciate you. And you know what this does? When people begin to understand your thought process when you're putting your lyrics together, that is education for an upcoming artist. Somebody may admire you and may want to be like you, but have difficulty in being able to translate. You understand? Because you see, cultural settings come to play in these matters. Where Lumba grew up has a lot of influence in some of the things he says in his songs. And even the way and manner he crafts his lyrics and how he sings them. And that is what gets us all excited because you are hearing this, but then when you go,
it's like a simile, something else.
You get it. But I mean, there are few people I know who will be heartbroken regarding the demise of Daddy Lumba. MC360, I know you're there, you're watching us somewhere. Condolences to you. Mike Anobuga, Mike has actually changed his name to Kusasi Lumba. You understand? That's how much he loves Daddy Lumba. And then there's Ronald too. We have a slogan called Yen Seida. You know, there's a Lumba song. Yen Seida.
All right. So we have some messages before we go. And we are going to be starting with Joe Cole Jr. from Obuasi. Daddy Lumba, I can say, was a true prophet with reflections on every song he sang. He was a real genius. Yes, we have lost a great high life musician. It would not be long and his songs will be plagiarized and corrupted just because most of our high life musicians do not notate their songs. I think it is time our artists do something about their songs by way of documenting them, like we were saying, so they be performed at least close to the composer's inner feeling. And that is Kwesi Adomina from Winneba. Nana Tufo and your crew, my heart aches like sore. We lost a gem, a real one. Daddy Lumba's legacy lives on. His haters must bow down in shame. If someone chooses to sing about love, it doesn't really make him a womanizer. He said to them in one of his songs, I quote, they say I'm a womanizer, but I'm always in my room. Does women germinate in my room? Think deeply about his response. No, not political songs there. Please drop it, okay?
Na na na, oh yeah, we know. Oh yeah, we know. He's want to succeed.
Okay, I have a question. Does Daddy Lumba have a son who sings? Just the same question the other guy asked. And lastly, last two messages. Lumba was a universal genre musician. He even sang in raga, reggae. His gospel songs were also spiritual.
Children of the future.
He can't be replaced. Music museum, sports museum, religious museum, etc. should have been built nationally a long time ago. Oh, GH. And this is by Godfred and Kumasi. And lastly here, good morning, Team Channel 1. We've lost a legend as a nation. I suggest we use the cathedral for the music museum in honor of Daddy Lumba.
This guy just stood there, went out
forever from Sawam.
But anyways, I mean, like we say in Lumba, Lumba, the guy, he has mourned himself. He has done his own funeral before going. And if you listen to a song like Makramo, that's why we say he's prophetic. He's done his own thing. The one thing, and this is why I will leave it, that breaks my heart the most is the fact that we don't have a song from Lumba and Kojo together.
Oh.
There was no collaboration. Imagine the soft, silky smooth Kojo and then the lyrical, vociferous Daddy Lumba on a song together.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
That would be so good.
But we don't have that. And it breaks my heart so much.
Kojo should also document himself.
They should.
And serious.
All of them. Amachi Dede, Kojo, those who are alive now, even Oforian Ponsa and the likes, you know, there's that the generation, there's that one, then there's the one generation we have now, and then there's the upcoming. I think they should all begin documenting themselves now, so that at least, if not for just consumption, history and education.
The new musicians, I mean, some of the new musicians have already started it though, right? Because I think Camido just launched his new album. He also launched it together with a documentary, which I think it's the right way to go. So we don't always have to wait till we get old. And even if you're old and you're, as long as you're alive, it's time to put out something. Don't wait for someone to come out and try to tell your story. Tell us your story. Let's see the story from your own perspective.
Exactly.
You understand? So, and reach out to some of us. We can help you put it together.
Very important.
We have
the Makramba right after the Makramo. There was an interview that Chris Carter had with a very beautiful lady who is in the Black Star Experience space. We bring you that one right after the Makramo. Enjoy.
Life is a celebration of moments, big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink at a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva Pop and Tandy.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, tech folks, Mona Lisa here. It's time to reconnect, relive, and rejoice.
Tech Alumni Homecoming 2025 is happening from August 1st to 3rd, and campus will be buzzing.
Friday, campus tour, mentorship sessions, and innovation-filled opening and oldies jam by night.
Saturday, we walk, plant, play, and glam up for dinner and awards.
And Sunday, Thanksgiving, brunch at a poolside farewell.
Mark your calendars. Tech Alumni Homecoming 2025. Reconnect, relive, rejoice.
From trash to treasure, meet the man who, in his quest to save his own life, decided to make the environment more bearable.
What problem did you want to solve?
So the pollution problem,
right?
The smoke from the burning of the plant is very poisonous. Personally, I was suffering. I could have asthmatic attacks and end up in the hospital. And I was like, if I don't find a solution to the problem, I can die.
Has it been all rosy for him? Well, he shared one of his experiences with us.
That shelter at Jolu Junction. I mean, it was beautiful to see. I used that stretch, but after a while, it vanished.
I couldn't sleep after building that bus shelter. I'll tell you when I started sleeping.
Accompanying him is the Vibe 3. They'd be serenading us to some great tunes.
Girl, you fire, we getting lighter. Many girls for me act by you better. Tell me who on you, mommy water. So I go be your Santana.
So this Sunday, join Frima Edunyame and Nana Tufo Boateng on the Upside Down Show at 7 p.m. for an uplifting and mind-changing moment.
Well, I go there with you. I go there with you.
Welcome back. It's still Breakfast Daily, and right now it's time for us to check out our personality of the day. And obviously, you know, the personality of the day is when we talk about the personality of the day, it's time for us to actually shine a spotlight on individuals that are making differences, who inspire, and also making bold moves and creating bold narratives around the world. Now, today's guest is someone that wears so many hearts. She's not just a speaker, but a strategist and also a cultural curator. Cultural curator because she's also she is the co-creator of the Black Star Experience in the USA. So joining us today is inspiring and intentional Sandra Babu Boasing.
Hello, Chris.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me and for making me your personality of the day. I don't know what I've done to deserve it, but thank you.
Oh, yeah, you actually deserve it because you wear so many hearts. It's not that easy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so you are welcome, Sandra. So, Sandra, tell us a bit about you. Like, take us back to the roots, how your story begins, actually.
Oh, my God. How much time do we have? Because it's a long story. But I'll give you the short version of that. So I am originally, I'm Ghanaian, was born here in Ghana, in the Eastern region, actually. Shout out to Otumi. And I moved into the city when I was, moved into Accra when I was about 7, you know, growing up in Otumi. And I like to reference that because that really was a very important foundation for me as a child, growing up there and watching my grandmother, who was a hustler, right? Back then, she was the quintessential Ghanaian African woman, right? Juggling it all, trying to take care of the family, you know, the matriarch. And I learned so much from her as a young child. And I think when you're young, you don't realize how much you're learning from your environment, right? Until you get older and you're like, oh my God, I actually picked up this skill from my grandmother. And so when you say that, she does so many things. That was my grandmother. You know, and from a young age, she just taught me that I could fly.
Right.
My grandmother taught me that I could fly. And everything that she did, she wanted to also teach me how to do it. So when I was actually a year before I moved into Accra, my grandmother bought a gallon of kerosene and said, "Here, go sell it, in the village." Yes. And,
And how old were you?
I was about 7, 6, 7, so I remember coming to Accra when I was 7, and it was a little bit before that. So between 6 and 7. And, she sent me out there in the streets. To me, there was no electricity, so obviously back then we all kind of depended on having your kerosene, at nighttime.
And your lantern.
Yeah, exactly. And she gave me a gallon and she said, "Go sell it." And she taught me from that young age how to be an entrepreneur and how to sell, how to make money. She taught me profit and all these things. And I loved doing that so much. And at that point, the reason why I loved it, because I just wanted to make my grandmother proud. I was sort of like the grandchild, the favorite grandchild, and I wanted to make her proud. And, I would go and I would bring her the money and I would do my accounting, like 50 back then. I don't even know what, what it was, but just going through the process of telling her how much I made, and she was so proud of me. And I think that seed, right? And my grandmother passed away around 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah, my husband.
Thank you. But she really instilled that seed in me to fly. So I always love to reference that story. And looking back at my journey from, when I moved to Accra, and then a couple of years later went to join my dad in Italy. My dad was in Italy. Went to join him there, and then leaving Italy to go to the U.S., where I went to school. Nothing would have happened, right? My life wouldn't be the same without foundation. So that's how my story started, in a small little village, to me.
So you speak the language?
I do, yes, of course. Yes, of course. To what I'm doing now, which is this media company that is at the forefront of the global Black narrative. Rewriting the global Black narrative, and this is something we've been doing for the past 15 years in the United States, and really putting Africa at the center of everything that we do. So it's great to be back home. Always wonderful to come back home.
You're welcome once again.
Thank you.
All right, so would you say, all your experiences is what actually inspired you to be this cultural curator? Like from Otumi to Italy, I don't know if it's, where in Italy were you in?
I was in Brescia.
All right, so from Otumi to Brescia to wherever you are in America, would you say all that is what actually impacted you to say, okay, you know what, let's do something to shine light on Africa?
Absolutely, because I got to see firsthand that, number one, our struggles as Black people or as people of African descent are the same everywhere. Right? I encountered racism in Italy as much as I did in the U.S. And it was different types of racism, right? In Italy, it was, from Italians. In the U.S., yes, it was both from white people, but also Black people. So
obviously.
it was different. The only time that I didn't know what racism was when I was in Ghana, right? Because
but come on,
right, I was home. But when I started traveling, I really became exposed to that, and I think my life changed when I actually came back to Ghana. So I attended Syracuse University in the States, and I just had this. It was strange, but I just had this. This calling to come back home, right? And when I was a university student, and it was a very, very strong calling. Go back home, go back to Ghana, go back. Nobody understood it because everyone was like, oh, you're Ghanaian, like but I guess I was so young when I was here that I needed to come back to see things from a different perspective, right? And so when I was in college, I took a semester off to come to Ghana. So I actually went to the University of Legon for a semester. And I was studying film in school. I went to school for film and media. So the time that I was here, I did a documentary, right, about my experience and what it was like being back home and reconnecting with students and things like that. And one of the things I did was to visit Elmina Castle.
Right.
And that experience, when I got there, then the ancestors told me this is why you needed to come back, right? But it really just connected the dots for me in terms of the Black experience, and more so the responsibility that we have as, you know, this generation. I think every generation has a responsibility to drive a new narrative for Africa,
right,
to advance, right, the continent. And I just heard the voice telling me that this is your calling, is to rewrite the narrative, is to connect and bridge, you know, Africa and the diaspora, because that is where our power lies.
Right.
And for so long, we have been so distracted by division, right? Who is, you know, African in the States, African versus African Americans and Caribbean. And
oh no, I'm not African, I'm Black.
And it's all a distraction.
Right.
It's all a distraction. So I would love to go back to what Kwame Nkrumah saw all of this, right? And he tried to tell us that when we talk about the African continent, it really has nothing to do with where you are. It's a mindset, right? When he advocated for integration, it was for us to see the power and the responsibility that we have as Black people to be united and to use that power to transform our communities.
Right.
Because we have such a unique story as Black people.
True.
No one in this world has our history and the experience that we've been through.
Right.
But you know, unfortunately, we're just not leveraging that in a meaningful way to change and to write a new story for us. So that experience in Elmina, you know, coming back home was really transformational for me, and I would say that it's really what kick-started this passion for media and storytelling and being a cultural architect, as you said. And 15 years in doing this, I'm just so thrilled to be able to do something that I love.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the Black Star experience.
Yeah.
So the Black Star experience, tell us more, a little bit more about the platform, and also what have you learned from it?
Great question. So, not to be confused with Black Stars Experience Ghana, right?
Yeah.
Not to be confused, because you know, it's the same name, but we started first, humbly, right? We've been doing Black Stars Experience in the U.S. Since 2019. And I'll tell you the problem that we were trying to solve with that initiative. So just to give you a quick overview of Black Stars, it is one of the biggest celebrations of Black talent, leadership, and innovation in the U.S.
Okay.
So every year in November, we host a conference, a big awards gala, where we celebrate Black leaders and innovators across industries. Why is that important? Because, you know, in America, and especially in the corporate sector, Black people are driving innovation, they are driving transformation, but they don't get the exposure.
Right.
So they do a lot of the work, but they don't get the credit, right? And so we wanted to create that platform to really put a spotlight on some of those people. In doing that, we go beyond just the exposure to say, okay, now that we have you all in the room, let's talk about how we bring more of you in the C-suite or in, you know, within your company, how we continue to elevate Black talent and give them opportunities, but also how we leverage your seat at the table, because a lot of them are C-suite executives, right? A lot of them are the only in the room or the first in the room. So how do we break that trend, and also opportunities to extend their influence and their impact back home?
Back home, which is important.
And that is you know, at the core of Black Stars is that, right? How do we give them the opportunities that they need to be able to go back to their companies and say, here's why we need to be investing in Ghana. Here's why we need to be investing in Jamaica. Here are the true, tangible opportunities. Because if no one is speaking and representing for us in the C-suite, then we're missing an opportunity. So at the core of that is really leveraging these leaders to be a mouthpiece for the continent and for their homes. And it's working, right? It's working. You would be surprised that so many Ghanaians, right? And I can think of Jay Ofori, who is leading global operations at Amazon. He's Ghanaian, right? But I bet you a lot of people don't know him. And Nigerians in corporate America are killing the game. So they have a seat at the table, they have influence, and I think we need to be intentional, especially the government. If the government really wants to leverage the diaspora, this is how it needs to do it. It needs to speak to corporate leaders in America because they have a seat at the table.
At the table already.
And they can convince their companies to see no one can pitch Africa better
than Africans.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I know that the current government they talk a lot about diaspora engagement, and I see so many untapped opportunities. It needs to start with harnessing and building relationships with the talent that we already have. I don't know why Ghana is not doing Ghana Economic, Investment Summit. Every week in every state and city there should be Ghana Investment Summits because there's a spotlight on Ghana right now. You see African Americans coming home. The year of return really kick-started something, but there needs to be a call to action to that, and it requires intentionality. So many people want to invest in Ghana. They want to come, but they don't know how to. Where do I start, right? And so we need to design programs and initiatives to show them the opportunities and how to do it. And the government has a really big role to play in that. But this is the time.
Right.
This is the time to be doing that because, listen, so many people, when you're in the diaspora, you think about when is a good time to come home, right? And so many people want to come home. And let me tell you, Trump has expedited that process, for us. And so this is a good time to speak to the diaspora in a really meaningful way.
Right. So now, in what ways has this experience actually deepened the connection between the Africans and the diaspora?
Oh my God, in so many ways. And let me tell you, for our Black Stars experience, when you come, you see what a true representation, right, of Black power. Not just African Americans, not just, Africans, not just Caribbean. It's a melting pot of what Black power represents. And it's not just showcasing the talent and the culture and the brilliance, but the economic power. What can happen if in our room at our awards gala, it's easily the value of the people in the room, it's easily 500 million or billion or, it's probably in the B's in terms of the value that they bring to the table at one awards gala. That is our potential. And so if we can harness that in a more intentional way, that's how we drive change, right, in our communities.
Right. Now, this is actually a very big step that you actually took to come up with this whole experience, and you are not just talking about the people or shining light on the people, but you're also thinking about how it can impact us economically wherever we go.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, you're still a woman. What are some of the challenges that you actually faced, trying to put this together or along your journey?
Oh, I don't see, honestly, I don't even think about that, to be honest. I don't see a challenge with that. I see opportunities, right, with that. And I think for me, I just really focus on presenting. One thing I've learned about the leaders that we bring to the room, to the table, is they are also very intentional. It's not just about self-interest, right? They want to make a mark. They want to impact their community, and that's why I said, listen, these people, they want to contribute. They want to. The desire is there, but often they lack. Number one, it's everyone is kind of working in silos, right? So it's like, I'm at, this company, I would love to do something, but I don't really know, how to start or what to do. And so there just needs to be a better framework and structure around how to make it easier for them to do it, right? So I'm just, thrilled to be in a position where I can say, hey, we're making it easier for you because we're connecting the dots. We are showing you where you can strategically invest. Ghana wants to build a digital economy, right? You need skills, you need talent. Instead of going to India, come to Ghana, right? And really pitching. We're not in the rooms that we need to be in, Chris, and that's the problem. Right now, with much of Trump's policy, what Trump is doing is trying to get American companies to diversify, right? The supply chain. They want to move away from China because for a long time, there's been an over-reliance on China. And what Trump is doing is trying to tell them that, no, we don't want to, work with China, and we don't want to be so reliant on China. It's time for us to look elsewhere, right?
So in as much as people see it as a problem, it's still an opportunity.
Huge opportunity. And I talk about this on my show, The Breakdown, right? And I said what Trump is doing has created $1 trillion opportunity for Africa in terms of industrialization, in terms of, because for so long we've been exporting raw materials. That is the curse of Africa. Blessed with so much, but the reason why you and I don't feel it as Africans is because we export everything. Right? Ghana, we're talking about it yesterday with some of the people I was interviewing. Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire collectively produce about 60 to 70% of the world's cocoa. Okay? Ask me, out of all the global chocolate brands in the world, which one is African? An African brand. There is not one.
I mean, we have our chocolates, but it's not global.
Right? Switzerland has built an entire global chocolate industry supplied by Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. This is where they source from. Doesn't make sense, right? And so for as long as we continue to think as raw producers, Africa will not rise. Right? We're talking about Africa rising for a while. Unless we deal with the structural issues, it becomes just a slogan. Right?
True.
And sometimes
because it's actually a slogan these days.
Yeah, it is. Because we're not dealing with the structural issues, right? How do we take Africa from raw materials, being just a raw producer, to finished goods, right? A producer of finished goods. That's where the value is. We need to add more value to what we produce, and unfortunately, it's just not happening.
Wow.
It's not happening. So part of our platforms is to really bring exposure to opportunities for people to invest, in factories and industries that can transform our continent. And the people who want to make those investments are there, but we need to be pitching. We need to be, having conversations with Apple now and saying, instead of going to India, come to Ghana.
Exactly.
We have young talent. Look at the unemployment rate. These people can be trained, right, with digital skills, right, and to work for Amazon and Microsoft, and those are the areas that we need to be investing in as a country. And we can spend all day talking about, just that opportunity. But I think a lot of Trump's, policies has inadvertently created opportunities for Africa, but it's time for us to step up and set the terms. Set the terms, which we're not doing.
Well, we hope for better future. But anyway, let's talk about other creative stuff that you do. So apart from the Black Stars experience, you talk about your show. What's your show about?
Yeah, so my show is called The Breakdown. Okay, and it's one of the brands under Panagenius. So Panagenius is our flagship, is the flagship company. So Black Stars Experience, Face-to-Face Africa, which is
Face-to-Face Africa.
So that's the flagship brand.
You people?
Yes.
I've been looking for the owner.
Oh, that's us. Yes.
Okay.
So that's how we started, right? Face-to-Face Africa 15 years ago, and we became the first Ghanaians on the Forbes 30 under 30 list because of that. But now, the company has just grown and evolved, and we've added new initiatives like Black Stars Experience, to it. And so right now, the Breakdown is a show. For so long, I've been the woman behind the scenes, right? Building the platform, face-to-face, and, these events and initiatives. But in February, I just decided to step in front of the camera and to start speaking. And why? Because I was so worried about disinformation, right, in our community, and particularly at a time where I thought that we are in the middle of a global shift, and that it was very important for us to be informed about what is happening, but more so how politics and power and policies are kind of shaping our world, right, in our communities. And this is both in the U.S., right, because we all know there's a lot of madness happening in the U.S. that is impacting the Black community, right? So both from that perspective, but also here in Africa. And so The Breakdown as the name suggests, we break down. It's a political and social commentary show,
yeah.
podcast. It's just me and the camera breaking down what is happening in our world, what Trump is doing, how it impacts us, what, you know, Muhammad is doing, how it impacts us. Actually quite...
I think I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
On
You probably
Instagram.
have. Yes. We're on Instagram as well.
Like, it's like I follow some of these things and you don't even know the brains behind it. So, but it's actually nice to see your face.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I've been following like face-to-face Africa for a while.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's
I even tried to reach out because I wanted to do something. Yeah. But
well, we're connected now.
Right. But I think you are really, you know, a creative genius.
Oh,
but
thank
you know, one thing I've realized about you is not just about the creativity. You actually bring a lot of intelligence to whatever that you do.
Thank you.
You understand? You are not just trying to entertain, but you are also trying to educate and inform. And I think it's very important. So well done.
Thank you. Thank
well
you so
done.
much.
So yeah, apart from all the serious stuff, what do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun?
Because you look too serious. You work
Do
too,
I really?
yes.
Well, I am very fun.
So many things at the same time. So I'm here wondering, what does she do for fun?
Well, what do I do for fun? My fun time is spent with my lovely children, who are the center of my world, right? When I'm not working. I have 3 beautiful kids, a 12-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 4-year-old.
Shout out to the kids.
Yes, so they're home right now waiting for mommy to come home. But you know, they mean everything to me, and whenever I have an opportunity to spend time with them, right, it's so precious.
Yeah.
And I love to travel. I love to travel. I'm very adventurous, so I love traveling around the world and connecting with people all over.
Right.
What else? Yeah, and I love to eat, right?
That's nice. That's good.
I love some good food, you know. So
you're a foodie.
I am.
Why is it that
Yes.
all the pretty people are foodies?
Is that so? Well, thank you. That's sweet. But yeah, you know, and I'm just, I'm really just thrilled to be in a position where I get to do what I love.
Right.
And I think at the center of everything I do is purpose, right? Purpose. And I pray every day that God gives me the strength and the wisdom to make the best use of my time here on this earth, whatever that looks like for Him, why He created me. That is truly my desire, is to discover that. And I've learned that purpose is not a destination, it's a journey, and I'm learning every day. And I may not ever wake up and be like, oh, that was my purpose, right? But I'm hoping that by the time it's over for me and I'm gone, that impact is felt, right? And in some small way, I'm able to contribute to whatever it is that God wanted me to do. Ultimately, that's really what drives it all.
So, give us like your favorite quote, or what would you say your mantra is before you leave?
Wow, my mantra. I have so many. But lately, I've been thinking a lot about Kwame Nkrumah. I've been studying Kwame Nkrumah. You know, one of the reasons I came to Ghana, I'm here for just a couple of days, and I've been interviewing, you know, a few people here in Ghana that I believe have really are helping to shape or build a new kind of Ghana, right? And just to hear their perspective on Ghana today and the past and its history, and it's been transformational for me, right? I had an opportunity to sit down with Alain Tremontaine, which we talked about the African Continental Free Trade Area and a lot of the work that he's done around industrialization, as you can tell, something I'm very passionate about. And yesterday I had an opportunity to sit down with Samia Nkrumah, and to really get into her family, her father's legacy from her point of view, and it blew my mind that, you know, she hasn't written this. She's in the middle of writing a book, which is incredible, but it blew my mind that, you know, she hasn't really written a book or told her story from her perspective. And I'm so glad and humbled that she shared her truth with me. So I'm excited for you all to see that. It's going to be so, so powerful. Literally brought me to tears, right? just hearing her share the story. So I've been thinking a lot about Kwame Nkrumah and centering it around the work that I'm doing now. He was prophetic in so many ways because he gave us a blueprint, right, for how we build Africa. And when you're reading and going through his work, just the unity, right? His framing around unity and how critical he thought it was for Africa and Black people to rise was so powerful. And so I've been thinking a lot around unity and how we as Black people can be just more united, more connected in pursuit of, of the bigger agenda. So I would say that's one thing that I'm thinking about now.
Yeah. All right. And lastly, if there's anyone watching you, especially any young lady watching you and doubting herself, that can I wear so many hats like she is wearing, what would you tell her? You can do everything and anything you want to do in this life. Right.
The only limitation is the limitation that you will place on yourself.
Right.
And you, as long as you are living in your truth and in your purpose, and it's very important to the young lady who is watching, one of the questions I get asked a lot is, how did you discover your purpose?
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them, I'm still discovering my purpose. Purpose is waking up every day and doing that thing that is upon your heart to do. It is waking up and knowing that I am using my skills, I am using my talent in the most effective way that I can. It doesn't have to make sense. And most of the time it wouldn't make sense. But do it anyway. Do it when you're tired. Do it when you're not really sure where you're going. Do it as long as you are true to yourself, and I promise you that it will all make sense at some point. So don't be in pursuit of this, I'm looking for my purpose. You'll never find it, right? But waking up every day and going, you are living it. You are living your purpose. So continue to push. Don't let obstacles stop you. Failure is a mindset. Shift your mindset. In every failure, or everything that seems like failure, see the opportunity, see the lessons in every failure. When you change your mindset, you change your future. That's really what it is. So continue to stay committed to your craft, stay committed to excellence, commit to building, commit to going the long term, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our personality of the day, Sandra Babu Boateng, who, like I said, wears many hats. She's a speaker, she's a strategist, and of course, a cultural curator by being the co-creator of Black Stars Experiences USA. Go out there and follow their social media pages. You can go and follow Face to Face Africa. You can also follow The Breakdown and see the marvelous work that she's been doing. Anyway, I'd like to say once more, thank you.
Thank you.
Really
Thank
nice
you so much
talking
for
to you.
having me.
All right.
Great.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be back with more.
And of course, let's bring you more. This is Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. It's time for us to talk some entertainment. And the gentleman, Akol Kumsin, is here to tell us what is happening from the world of entertainment.
Yes.
One party, they follow one woman.
Yeah, we are the two parties who follow one guy.
But he's sitting there.
Only one party for today, but make sure you catch us this evening or late afternoon, actually. 2 to 5:30. On Traffic Avenue, sitting at 7.3 FM. More vibes on that side. Heavy. Me and DJ Mingo, that combo will be deadly. You know the vibes.
Deadly Ebola virus.
From now on.
Anyway, what do you have for us on World of Entertainment?
We are still, celebrating the legend. A lot of people are now questioning what gives you legendary status in this life. Is it the works that you've done? Is it your longevity? Is it the impact? So maybe tomorrow on the chat, people should tune in because we'll be talking about that. What actually gives people legendary status? Because it looks like
we are throwing the word about everywhere. Like everybody is a legend. No, not in reference to that Lumba actually. I mean, sometimes somebody who has been in the game for like 5 years, oh, he's a legend. I mean,
don't you think? I think it's impact. If you get to impact people,
if you get to the impact level, that's where you become a legend.
Yes, I think so.
I think so because
for
you're
touching lives.
Yeah, a lot of people that we would term as legends have really paid their due.
Yeah.
So if you've not really done it in the entertainment circle, so well, you may be termed as a legend, but people who really understand the industry wouldn't term you as saying,
Anyway, but I mean, this guy, I mean, it goes without saying, right? He qualifies 100% as a legend. And I'm talking about Daddy Lumba. And I mean, last week, Saturday, we didn't hear the good news. We heard of his passing and everybody was not even pretty sad, everybody was very sad about it. I mean, you look at his impact when it comes to high life music, especially moving to Germany and then having the German production backing what he was doing and bringing it down to Ghana. I mean, nurturing quite a number of people, impacting people, influencing people as well. It tells you like the work that he has done. So we heard of his passing last week Saturday, which was not pleasant at all. I was actually at a funeral when I heard of his passing. So it was like double dose for me. And then on Saturday, I had to, restructure the whole show to celebrate him as well. But Book of Condolence has been opened at his residence for him, and the number of people that have been there to actually pay homage, to respect him and everything is just, it's overwhelming. Like, it's so many people. We've had, and I want to give special shout outs to Ghana Weekend.
Yeah.
They've been bringing us like timely updates with what is happening there as well. I mean, Kojo Entry has been there, Amachi Dede has been there, Kwame Eugene has been there, Nana Kwame Kubediako has been there, D Black has been there, Wendy Shea has been there, Bullet has been there. A lot of people have been there. So
I want to check out.
Come again.
Mami Dinah. You saw her.
Dara Sawa.
Yeah, she's been there.
Dara Sawa has been
Cheddar.
there. Cheddar, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Nana Kwame.
What's that supposed to say?
Yeah.
Hajia for real.
Hajia for real.
Yeah, she has also been there as well.
Delay.
Hajia for is Mona for real.
Hajia for real.
Okay, Hajia for
that
real.
Is Delay.
Delay
also
Delay has also been there. Brother Sammy. Yeah, he has been there as well. But, a lot of people are asking, when the man was alive, nobody was going there to visit him, but it is absolutely
that's
everybody's
life,
now. But it's pretty sad.
That's life.
When you look at it from that side, Kwabra has also been there.
Yeah. In life, like what he himself said, that the Lumba said, so, and also people like funerals. We like the dead. So when someone dies and the person is prominent, and we would have to now go and show ourselves there. We would have to go there. And it's also a way of paying respect. Question.
But no, I think you should change it to people like to pay respect, not people like funerals.
Okay. Or, actually, it's a sad truth. In as much as, you wouldn't be like what he's saying, it's a sad truth. Because, somebody will be living peacefully. Nobody would bother about him. But let him drop today.
Yeah.
That's where you find all.
There's a funny one in my vicinity where I see this house. The house didn't really look nice. But as soon as someone died in the house, and I passed by the house, I was like, oh, so this place could look beautiful like this.
Yeah. They'll clear everywhere because I hope
they've really done the place beautiful. I'm emphasizing on the word beautiful. But anyway, that's human.
Yeah,
so
and it's like Chris said, it's pretty sad because because yesterday somebody was asking a question like, why is everybody going to his house? Why is it that in his passing that's when everybody feels like?
But you can't stop it.
Yeah, and I feel like I don't know, but this whole craze about social media, because I saw somebody who was going there and was actually standing waiting for bloggers to come and capture him.
No, but you also the people need to know that I've been there some.
So?
And you know that I was here some. Have you heard that thing before?
I've heard that thing.
So someone is actually going there to pay the last respect, to pen down his or her fondest memories of Daddy Lumba. Another person is also going there for the cameras.
Yeah.
another person is also going there to revive his or her dead career.
Wow.
You understand? So
but that's pretty interesting when I hear people say that.
Yes, everybody has.
But how would you revive a dead career
reason
with somebody's funeral? Obi has another revival career.
Oh, but you go there, the people, the bloggers will film you, and you're like, oh, so this person is alive. Or this person is in Ghana. And you know, because of this funeral or the death of Daddy Lumba, a lot of the videos like from this place will really trend. So you easily get to be seen. You're not saying that is a reason why people are going there, but everybody has his or her ulterior motive for going to this place, so you can't stop them.
You can never be able to look at that. But I mean, when you stretch the conversation a bit, and I mean, you guys may have spoken about it here or not, but people also asking like, how can we protect the legacy and the work that he's done? And it's quite sad that we only think about protecting legacy and works that people have done in their passing.
Yeah.
When they were alive, is it that we never thought of, oh, we need to protect this guy's works. We need to do this. I was on social media and I saw somebody pull up a cassette, of Daddy Lumba back in the day.
Wow.
And it was still in the rubber. You see the rubber, they put it in and they
new.
see. Yeah, it was like he has no used it. And you see, Freddie Ma was with Freddie Ma on set on Saturday. And he made a very striking point that, oh, everybody is jubilating, everybody is sad, everybody is talking about it, it's all over the news, blah, blah, and everything. Right after his burial, what happens next?
Nothing. We all go to sleep. Everything becomes quiet.
Yeah.
What did you say about Ebony?
But like, you know, every year when I think it's 13th, right?
Yeah.
It's 13th of February.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
The parents go to
the
graveside to
do one or two things, but who speaks about it again? Nobody talks about it again. And it was very striking when he started mentioning the names of the legends before Daddy Lumba. Joel Aka, Papa Yankson, Nana Mpedu. Like, these are all people we've not done anything for. And their works, their legacies are going to, pass just like that. Until Dada Kidi passed, a lot of people didn't know that he has such a huge catalog.
Yeah.
I'm sure even people are hearing some of Daddy Lumba's songs for the first time. In his passing. So I think, like we asked on the traffic coverage, and somebody gave a very important point that I feel like it's the low-hanging fruit. We have the National Theatre. We think at this point we should dedicate just a portion of it
to
celebrate like
legends.
Not even just the music legends, but then the creative legends that have passed through like our creative industry. Because when you mention the names, it's so many. Bob Santo.
Yeah.
We are the only ones that remember Bob Santo because probably he was in our era or we saw him in our era. But 10 years from now, our kids are not going to remember anybody.
Maybe you're still using Bob Santo's short videos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can we have clips like that? So we go through a sensory journey of like, oh, okay, this Bob Santo's sound.
Bukala and all those guys.
Bukala. Wachi.
Yeah.
Mark Jordan Amate.
Yes. Yeah.
All of these people.
Yeah.
So you know what? I also think now, with all this you're saying, and I'm sure, I hope it goes out to most of the people,
the people that
teams, you know, that work with the creatives. I also think we said it this morning. I think it's also, you know, up to them to put in their hands to say, okay, we are going to preserve what we have as documents, as documentaries, as little vlogs, something. You know, even if you do not have money to actually create like a whole full production kind of documentary, imagine creating little vlogs every day on Instagram. Imagine, and the person is gone tomorrow. We have somewhere to put all that footage together to turn it to a film.
Yeah. That's very, very true.
You know, you have somewhere to put everything together and actually turn it to a full-blown documentary.
Yeah.
Now we have the internet for free.
For free.
Yeah, you can keep everything
for free. Instead of using it to every day curse out each other. Fighting every day.
Relax.
It's so annoying.
It's okay. And I know it can be very draining as well.
Draining. You take your phone to want to say something inspiring. They are cursing out each other. Who's the best? Who's not the best? Oh my God.
Anyway, So, I mean, these are some of the things. We're still celebrating him and his passing, but I think we can do more than that. Like, especially with like our legends. We shouldn't wait till they pass. Like, we should start doing something for them. I went to Misha Palace.
Has a lot of songs.
A lot
of songs.
And Amachi Dede.
Amachi Dede.
Sure.
See, I was saying this the last time.
You've really done a lot of work.
I had a privilege to MC an event where Pat Thomas was performing.
Yeah, Pat Thomas.
Listen, the man can't see, but he still has the golden voice. That same show, Keche Kwame Appiah performed. And I was asking, so I asked him, like, what keeps you young? He said, oh, it's the Body PC and the Kuntumri. Samuel Owusu performed.
Yeah.
And I know when I mention Samuel Owusu, a lot of people do not know. But if I sing a song of his, you
will know. Yeah.
Is this song? Une Veranda Oso Bele Adre.
Yeah.
Veranda
Okay.
Exactly. And then this song. So Uri Mekwa. Uri me say Uri dia we free. Now Uri Mekwa.
Debi.
That made that song.
Kaiwe no. Obana koimbe.
Uri me say Uri dia we free. Now Uri Mekwa dia we ni besosio wa. Where is he?
So that's it.
So, I mean, we need to start preserving them. We need to start protecting them because we have a lot. Like Uncle Bessa, when Uncle Bessa is on stage and is performing, they're just like, what?
When Manua died and we went to her for her funeral, you could tell that a number of people are in the creative industry.
Right.
Like we keep saying, document.
Yeah, and apart from documenting, another thing just came into my mind. You know, it's not when these people pass away, especially the musicians, that they are streaming.
Yeah, numbers will bump up.
Of course.
You know, so
but
why
when
not
they pass
help
on,
them now?
when they pass on is when people will get to know them.
No,
who is this man?
No,
it's natural.
I know it's natural, but what I'm saying is the teams right now, like market them like how they still market the upcoming.
Yeah.
You know, market them like how some stars are already marketing. You know, they just leave it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I mean,
you understand? Maybe because yes, they did not start with that sort of technology, like how the new ones are starting with this technology, but it's in their hands still.
The kind of music Jedu Ambule has done,
bro, like it's crazy. Ebo Taylor, crazy. But
anyway,
hey, and I feel like of all of them, like especially that Lumba's contemporary, he was one of the few that actually was very critical about making sure his songs were on all the streaming platforms. That Lumba,
yeah.
Because if you go to Spotify, you find pretty much all his albums.
Maybe his management team.
Do you get? And also because of his works with the people in Germany, you know? Like the publishing, everything was done right. So I think these are things that we need to actually look at and protect as well. But hey, enough of that Lumba. Let's look at the...
But before we go, we should remind our viewers that
the vigil. The vigil is on tomorrow
at
the Independence Square to start at the Independence Square. So probably they'll go for a procession. They'll be there. Whatever. Just make sure you are at the Independence Square. 6 p.m. is the time they'll be having the vigil. You can go there with like your candle. If you have a lighter, you can also go there. But if you can keep it on for that long too.
But I think the candle will be preferred.
Yeah, I mean the candle is a preferred choice, so make sure you are there. And I mean, some people are already doing some DL shirts and everything. If you have a DL shirt, you can put it on. Whatever you have of him, you can put it on and go represent, so that we'll be able to celebrate this man very, very well. And like we're saying, I don't think a state burial is anything. He doesn't fall short of a state burial. He deserves it. He has done really well for Ghana and he deserves it. But let's look at the young creatives. You know, the twins in the Ghana music industry.
Dope Nation.
Yeah, Dope Nation. They're in the news for Dope Nation and Mr. Drew. They're in the news for some interesting reasons. What are these reasons? So Dope Nation recently granted an interview. And you know, this whole conversation about I wrote this song for you, you've not given me credit. I wrote this song for you, you've not given me credit has been on for some time. Right? People have been talking about it for some time. A lot of people keep bashing their fellow acts for it as well. But Dope Nation recently granted an interview and they are unveiling that their brother, Mr. Drew's song, This Year We No Come to Play. I said that they wrote the song, but they were not giving credit for it.
But you didn't go into any agreement?
In Ghana. So. In Ghana.
Sometimes you need to go into an agreement.
Oh, in Ghana, they don't. Ghana, you see, that's the problem with us. We don't like we like friends.
Yeah.
Right? Charlie, Chris, my party. Oh, Chris, can you manage my social media for me? Charlie, because we are friends.
Yeah.
Now, when I start cashing in,
they don't pay you.
And then I don't pay Chris.
I get bitter.
It's called Edidija.
Yes. But then again, when I was asking her because I knew she had the skill.
Yeah, to do
so
it.
sometimes it's not, you're not paying the person because the person is your friend, but you're paying the person because the person had the skill.
And time.
Yes. To invest into it.
I could have actually used that time to do something that can make me money.
You see, and I mean, people are also not happy with Dope Nation because they feel like they're also trying to pour sand into Mr. Drew's guy.
Oh, okay.
Because they were saying that he came to the studio with scribble. A skeleton. But then again,
but if I came with a skeleton, you put it into human being and we brought it out. I think, the long and short of the whole thing is it's a contract, or let's say we enter into an agreement. I haven't seen any international music, or say from the Western world, that they are very intentional about it. Even someone who even fetch water, the person will have you saw her name there. You understand? So if you are intentional about it, we tend to protect ourselves or save ourselves from all these embarrassments and all those. Look at what happened to the Diffie people.
Yeah.
They came in, the management of whatever worked around with them, they resolved it peacefully.
Quick.
You understand? So maybe Mr. Drew and the Dope Nation guys should find ways and means to get it
that's why it's
resolved.
important for these people to actually know the business of music.
Yeah.
Because every time everybody wants to do music, but everybody just wants to be an entertainer and not a businessman.
It's actually showbiz.
And that's the problem. You know? So they are more focused on the show.
Yeah.
You understand? And not the business part. And the business part entails law, legal issues.
Legal issues, a lot of it.
A lot of legal issues.
You do this in front of the backyard of your Wally. Wale understands the business.
No, but you see, also, I always say, if you have lyrics, keep it to yourself. Don't come and tell me that, oh, Charlie, this song you write, if you put this here, it will make sense. Then if I put it there and the song becomes a hit, they tell me that, oh, I wrote a song for you.
No, you see, sometimes, like Empress Gifty and Kwame Eugene.
Yeah.
Kwame Eugene wrote the lyrics, saw that Empress Gifty would be the right person to fit in and give the lyrics to Empress Gifty, you understand?
Perfect.
But I'm sure there was an agreement there. The back stops with agreement. The back stops with a contract. We are entering into this. So when you do this, we are getting that. When the sun comes, this is my percentage and all that. So you strike all those deals before you come out. Else we'll find ourselves in this space.
It's the friend. The friend is too much in our industry. It's just too much in our industry. Like, oh, if my paddy so Charlie, this guy be sharp guy, go feed do.
But it's the paddies that they work together.
It's like me. I'm writing a story, but I'm like, oh, Philip, my friend. So Charlie, make Philip take the, finish him or touch him up for me. Then Philip touch him up, he post him, then the story be like, oh, it's my story. But
even the contract is not always written. It can be verbal. Yeah.
Oh, but verbal, if there's no witness there.
Oh, but you should have a witness. It can be a verbal agreement.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're in the studio, Charlie, you don't say, oh, but if you blow, I will give you something. So we should put things on paper. I was hosting Kofi Bitmenes recently. Tomorrow I'll be hosting him as well. But he was saying, like, for him, everything is paperwork.
It's paperwork, yeah.
Even if he has to play dough on your song, it's paperwork.
Yeah.
Because that dough can go a long way to bring some millions of CDs. So for him, every single thing is paperwork.
Yeah.
Which is why he, sometimes he's like reluctant working with like our local acts because, look at when they hear paperwork, you are too long, what's them more too much.
I think we should move away from that.
But anyway, Mr. Drew has actually responded to them. He said, I love what you all do, but don't disrespect me and my brand. You could have had your interview without mentioning my name. Next time you go interview where you mention my name, you go hear a bunch of lame guys doing tantrums, Charlie. So it looks like he give it to them saply, but just they tell them, if they mention name again,
you go hear them.
You go hear them. But how you go hear them, I don't know. But this is where I leave you guys. But yeah.
Anyway, that's a conclusion for us. Bringing us what is happening in the world of entertainment. Make sure that you be at the vigil tomorrow for Daddy Lumba, the legend. Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, this is how we end today's edition.
Yeah, I enjoyed the whole episode today, and I hope you guys did too. Anyway, we started the show with Nanatu for Boateng, and it's time for us to bounce. Happy Friday and happy weekend. My name is Christasa.
I am Philip Nilache. Many thanks for your time, and keep watching Channel 1 TV.